Hello, YouTube, and hello, Twitch. Welcome to episode 1 of the Super Duper Wetland in Oxygen Not Included. Oh, I'm hearing myself again. Well, I botched the intro again. How's everyone tonight? How is everyone? This is the final stream before Christmas, so I will not be on tomorrow, obviously. Probably see you guys sometime in the new year. Hey, Sean. How are you, Sean? Thank you so much for joining me. Really appreciate you being here. Ruzel Doozle, thank you so much for being here tonight, Ruzel Doozle. Appreciate you guys showing up. I had another message earlier. Let me just check my phone because for some reason my OBS crashed and it got deleted. So Shizur says, I know slugs are not a popular critter in this game. I just love them so much. I hope you have an extensive slug usage. Yeah, we will be doing lots of slug usage early on, because we start out with a few slugs, and that'll be super important for freeing up our duplicants so they're not, because we don't have a lot of power to start with early. Sean says he's doing good. Thank you so much, Sean, for joining, and I'm glad you are doing great tonight. Hope you are. Hope that we have a good stream here, and so yeah, we're starting the Super Duper Wetland. This is our asteroid. This was contributed by Jim. This is Jim's planet that he would like us to play. So this is our the seed. It's going to be in the description as well. The story traits that I'm going to be playing with are the synthesizer, ancient specimen, the hermit, and the printerceptor. And here's our settings. Pretty basic. Let's get started. So what I'm planning to do for this stream, let me just make sure my volume is up on here. Okay, so what my plan is to take the usual start for me is a researcher, a digger, and an operator. Well, let me just adjust the webcam here. It's doing that weird thing again. Have to sort that out over the break, but it should clear up once I start again. So I'm going to be starting with standard duplicants because there's not a lot of metal and I don't feel like dealing with too many incapacitated, what's it called? Binary duplicants. So we're going to take an operator, we're going to take a digger, and we're going to take a researcher so we can fly through the tech tree. Oh, this is a good one. Oh, okay, well, I was going to say good one, but minus strength cancels each other's out. So I want to take somebody who can... who has really good science to blast through the tech tree. And I want to take someone, and preferably someone with a good complementary skill set, like a trait. Hey, say, Manuel, is that Manuel or Manuel? Hey, Ethan, thank you for the tutorials. I have 150 hours of the game. I learned so much from you. Love from Brazil. I'm so glad to hear that, Manuel. I really appreciate you with having those kind comments, and thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm glad they've been helpful. Hey, Louise, how long will this run be? I think I want to do this a full playthrough. This should be a full playthrough. But I'm going to take, I think this one, instead of going like straight through, well, that's not a bad one. Very complimentary there. Salve Manuel. That must be, that must be that spin. Oh my god! I'm not gonna embarrass myself. I don't know. I don't know what Manuel. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so this run's probably going to be a full run, but I think we'll take breaks throughout this run and not just go hard like the Super Duper Dreamland. So I might play some Ori or some other games throughout. Maybe we'll do like a thing where we'll do a thing next year maybe where there's maybe like a viewer choice day where somebody gets to people get to nominate a game for me to play on a Sunday or something, or I'll throw in some new games throughout the week here and there just to keep things fresh. But yeah, I want to do a full playthrough. So first things first, as a researcher, I really like somebody who is complementary to a science. Someone who is good in science is not always going to be doing science, right? They might be, well, they're also going to level really quickly in other areas and attributes. But when they're not doing science, they can do construction. So I kind of like Maya there. I don't like decreased machinery because that's not bad. I like that one. Let's just see if we can get someone. I don't like decreased calories. It's kind of the same as that one, but better construction. Oh, husbandry was a good one. I shouldn't have passed that. 8+ science. I'll try to make this really quick, but I just wanted to give you, I want to include this part. So if anyone is wondering how I decide my duplicants, this is how I do it. Have you played Don't Starve Together? I have played a little bit. Not enough to really have a good understanding of the game. I have probably 2 hours in the game, but yeah, it's a clay game, so I obviously bought it because I love the company and I like the support. I think I'm gonna go with Senna here. Senna. I really like. Well, let's just try one more. Just one more roll. +9 is really good. Decreased husbandry. I like to get the. That's not bad, but it falls asleep. I like to get the husbandry one back. Let's see here. +11. Oh, decreased calories. Okay, we'll make this another 10 seconds. On okay, that's better. I like that one better, but increased germ resistance. It's going to be quite critical, I think, on this one because there's a lot of polluted oxygen. So I'm going to keep the increased germ resistance. I don't want my duplicant sick. It's annoying. It's not. I know it doesn't really do much, but damn, that was a good one too. If it didn't fall asleep. Okay, that's it. Trivaldo is going to be our researcher. I'm not going to spend forever picking the perfect duplicant, and I want a good operator, but I kind of want somebody with good husbandry as well. So we're not going to prioritize operation to an extraordinary extent. Mainly, well, that's not bad. The reason why I want operation is so I can easily level them up to get mechatronics engineering without a huge morale hit, because it's very far and it needs 5 skill points, very far into this tech tree. That's not bad too. That's gonna take a long time. No, we're gonna keep going on that. Like machinery and science would be really good because then they can level a lot quicker. So, oh, that's not bad. Okay, machinery and increased construction. And then what I'll do is I'll like go here and I'll try to re-roll someone who's slightly better, but keeping that one intact. Husbandry, not do cooking. Cuisine, excavation. Excavation was probably a good one. Machinery, don't really care. I just want a good. Okay, that's snores loudly. I just want a good. Okay, that's a really good one. Athletics, Herald. Oh, that's a good. I like that one. This is gonna operator Herald, and then finally we're just gonna get a digger, which is the easiest one to roll for. Basically, we're just looking for. Ooh, that's not a bad one too. Husbandry, increased air consumption. Cuisine, decreased calories. I just want a high digging. There we go. Bert. Immune to food poisoning, so perfect. So these are going to be our starting duplicants, and we're going to name our planet the Super Duper Wetland, courtesy of Jim. And here we go. All right, so just take a look here. So yeah, we're going to be utilizing the pugs. There's a couple pugs to start out with. We're not going to get them right away though because they eat metal ores, and I really don't want to have to deal with them eating all my early game metal ores. Also, what I like to do when I first start the game is, this is annoying, I take that off. I set up 3 new schedules right away. And I just like to have, I always like to have bathroom first. I've always played like that. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. I think it makes sense because if they have to go to the bathroom, they can leave their work early. If they don't, they keep working, and it just makes the world go around. And that's all I care about. So let's just push this over like that. And then after a couple cycles, I'll just spread them out a little bit. But for now, they can stay on the same same thing. Yo, CJ Glass, how's it going? How are you tonight? New playthrough. Hey, Jaws. Thanks for joining me tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Appreciate it. How is everyone tonight? Hopefully you guys are doing great. Is this the classic? This is the classic. This is the classic. New playthrough, yes. Oh, someone's trapped already. This is so meta for Ani. Just right away they get trapped. Like not even a cycle into. You know what I mean? I mean it's so funny. You could. There we go. Set up some of these things here. We gotta start digging down immediately because this is gonna be very annoying. There's gonna be a little bit of chaos at the start here, on the account of there's a lot of polluted water everywhere. So we're gonna try to get all the polluted water into here. There's a bunch of Pakus we want to save, and we want to get these swamp shards out of here as well. And of course, this is gonna flood, so that's no good. Doing good. Just about to play some Demon X machine. I figured I'd drop by. Hey, that's awesome. Thank you so much for dropping by, and I hope you have a great time playing your game. That sounds like a lot of fun. A late night, no work tomorrow, holidays. Everyone's starting their holiday, hopefully, and we're all having a great time. Okay, so I'm gonna also try to keep the water intact because we don't have a lot of clean starting water, and we need that for research. So I'm gonna try not to mix the water with the polluted water. That's not gonna go too well. So another thing that I have to do. So now that we're sort of past our first thing, I'll just spread these guys out. Oh, Bert. There we go. And then I'll set the priorities as well. I don't want anyone researching except for the best researcher. This person's going to be operating. This one's a digger. We have no construction benefits. Cooking, no one can cook anyway. Ranching doesn't matter. Everything else is okay. So there we go. Oh, this is not good. They're going to get themselves stuck. Oh, I should make a save. Should make a cycle 1. I always like to do this as well. Cycle 1. So in case if I colossally mess up or if I just want to restart, it's there. Always like to do that when I start a new game. Also, you can kind of look. Yes, I know they're trapped. You can kind of look back of where you came from when you finished the game, and it's a lot of fun. Hope everyone liked the new video yesterday as well. Stayed up late my time to try to get that done. I thought it was really good. Probably one of my better edited ones. Not good. Already we're having issues. Sedimentary rock. Okay, I just need them not to pee themselves. If they pee themselves here, it's game over. Because it's like I really cannot let them pee themselves in the polluted water because yeah, that's pretty much game over. I might as well just restart at that point because we're gonna have so many germs in our liquid that it's not even worth continuing or trying to fix that. So there we go. We got beds set up, and then we'll just continue digging. Dig all this out. Now we need to get some. Oh, I should have built some better beds, but I guess when I move everyone to new beds, we'll figure that out. And then we also want to keep an eye on what's it called? Our sand. We're going to need sand for filtration, and there's not a lot of sand that we start with. Our polluted dirt, because we're going to be using that for oxygen. As you guys can see, we don't have. We don't have any algae. I was going to say barely any algae, but we don't have literally any algae. So what we do for oxygen is we have to start with the sublimation station, which uses polluted dirt into oxygen. So that's kind of the goal here. Did you fire the bioduplicants? No, I didn't fire them entirely, Jaws. They are available to be taken from the printing pod, but I'm not going to be taking them early on because I don't have a lot of metal. So if you look at our metal situation, our metal is pretty low, like for the foreseeable future, and there's so much water everywhere that it would just be, you know, very, very. It would be a struggle. Let's just put it that way, right? So I'm not going to worry about that for the foreseeable future until I can get nice dry base. I know someone asked me to do a metal playthrough or to do a Bionic Dupe playthrough, but I just don't think it's going to be viable with how much water there is on this map. Louise says, I just watched the boiler video and it makes me want to play Ani, but I play Icarus instead. Well, play whatever you think is fun and then come back to Ani when you're ready. I'm glad that you're here hanging out, and I'm glad that the video also inspired you. I'm very thankful for those kind words, Louise. Thank you so much. But yeah, I always say just play whatever you want. You know, it's the best way to live life. Just play what makes you happy, and then come back to Ani when you're ready. Sometimes you gotta take a break or you burn yourself out. It's just the way things are. Yeah, flooding. That was just flood. Okay, so we might as well get this mopped up. I don't know why Harold is like... So, by the way, I'm also... I have some mods disabled because it was... some of the mods were crashing my playthrough when I was trying to record for the boiler video, so I just have a couple of them disabled, like the blueprint mod. But I don't think that's going to be a huge problem. I don't think I'm going to need blueprints this early anyways, so not too worried about it for now. I'll enable it. Hopefully there's like something gets resolved in one of the mods that I was using, and I can enable them after. Okay, so now we're ready for some research. We just have to... I'm just going to mop everything up because I don't want my duplicants having soggy feet the whole time. Just annoying. So mop everything up, and we'll continue. We got to get research up and going, though. We do have a lot of food to start with. We have a lot of these swamp shards everywhere. They'll keep us going for a long, long time. But obviously, I don't want to become complacent. Oh, I got to remember to use these cool blueprints. Speaking of blueprints, we'll do a blueprint video here, or a blueprint opening here soon. Get this online here. I think Bionic Duplicants aren't viable early on this map. No, I agree with you, Louise. I think it'd be a huge struggle to try to use Bionic Duplicants here. It would be very detrimental, and I mean, you could probably if you wanted to have like one regular duplicant to be their savior for when they inevitably get stuck in here, or they run out of metal and you have to go mine more metal out. It might be like an interesting challenge run of some sort, but it's not... I wouldn't have the patience for that. Oh, let me turn the game up to you guys. Sorry. I had the game... the game's always very loud in the menus, so I had it a little bit low. Okay, let's go ahead and obviously we're gonna get... we might as well do that. Get some increased run speed going there. And then get this... we'll do this instead. Take that out. Okay, and then we'll do the same. No, we're gonna do farming tiles this way. We gotta get research up and going first. So we'll do this for now. We also have to be careful because we're starting in a very temperate biome, but it's going to get cold really quick. Like this is going to start creeping in real quick. This is space right here. We're very close to space, and we have an insanely cold biome over here. And it looks like we have a cold biome over here. So we got to be very careful not having a base that is too cold, which is a great problem to have. Okay, let's hope for a good roll here because I really want to have a good... I gotta say, this is my favorite part of the game, watching and playing. That's awesome, Sean. That's my favorite part of the game as well. I love listening to people in the background and playing a game. I had Stringer's video on the other day, just playing in the background, and I was just playing a little bit on this asteroid to see what the environment is like and what to expect. Okay, fingers crossed for a good roll. Is that an alien sign? I don't know. I don't want to be throwing up gang signs here. I was crossing my fingers. Oh, cuisine. Okay, cuisine is good. I don't like the deconstruct. I don't like that. Don't really like floral scent. Medicine I don't care about. Oh, this is not the best roll. This is not bad, I guess, but I don't really need that. Mechatronics engineering. I mean, that might be worth it. And plus cuisine, an early cook, decreased construction. Decreased construction isn't too bad, especially if you're going to be a long lifelong cook in the game. So we'll make Otto our cook, and they already come with mechatronics engineering, so that's actually not too bad. So it makes kind of our operation a little bit redundant, but yeah, we'll take Otto here. And then what we'll do with Otto is we'll just give Otto less building priority so that we don't waste their time getting them queued up for certain tasks that when they could be doing other things. Let's get this on. I need this done ASAP, guys. Come on. Yep, watching and playing feels like playing with friends. Absolutely. That's what makes streaming so much fun, is that you're hanging out, playing the same game. And you know, it's oftentimes, it's not always the case where your friends like the same game as you do. So I think that's what is so great about streaming, is you find someone that you enjoy listening to and whatnot. It really makes you feel like, you know, you're like your friends also like the same thing as you do. It's just very, very difficult to find. Like none of my friends like this game. Let me fix the webcam. That's so annoying. Just move it up a little bit. I need some more light in that area. Yeah, farm tiles right away. So yeah, I agree, Sean. It's like actually that's why I started YouTube. I don't know if I told you the origin story yet, but the origin story of YouTube is I wanted to make videos to get my friends into the game, and I just happened to take off with the YouTube algorithm and the YouTube audience. So I'm very grateful for that, and also it allowed me to start streaming because you guys are here to show up. You guys are here to watch it and to hang out and have fun. So me trying to get my friends into the game by making videos to showing them how to play allowed me to have you guys here with me. So that's kind of my origin story, the TLDR of the origin. My friends only play. Do you mean Ani, Louise? That's awesome if your friends are playing Ani. The thing is, like, this is such a complicated game for a lot of people, and it's very hard to get them into. I don't know if this is the right path to dig. I really don't want to lose this pool of water here because I want washrooms here, right? So I want to do something like this. So the problem is this is a very hard game for a lot of people to play because it takes so much like knowledge to get past. Like 2 hours into the game, you're already dealing with cooling issues and all this stuff, right? So it's that's why I started the video series, is to show how easy it can be. Oh, did you get stuck, or are you just trying not to work and avoid work? Why is Harold like doing that? Oh, LOL, League of Legends. Okay, sorry, I'm such a noob when it comes to abbreviations. I have a friend who is even more of a nerd than me. He recently bought a computer, so I gifted Oxygen not included. He never opened it. Oh man, I gotta tell him. Are you really a friend if you don't play Ani? No, I'm just kidding. It's I mean, I've been trying to get some of my work colleagues to play Ani as well. It's just, but they also play games like, well, some of them play RuneScape, some of them play World of Warcraft. Like a whole variety of different things. But you're very responsive to your chat. Also added to the takeoff of your channel. Hey, Jaws, thanks for the kind feedback. Yeah, well, I mean, I try to run this stream the way I would want to, like from a viewer's perspective. If I was a viewer in my chat, I want to talk to the streamer, right? I want to hang out and read all the messages and all that stuff. And I appreciate that kind feedback. But yeah, that's absolutely what my intention is to be responsive, hang out, and oh, you know what? Maybe we should go for no. We need to get hydroponic tiles. Yeah, okay. It's to kind of play the game and run the chat like I would want to be engaging as a viewer, if that makes sense. So I like the. So I think that's kind of one of the detriments of growing very, very popular, is because you sort of lose that community aspect. Like I always wondered when streaming was first a thing, and you had guys like I don't know a lot of like big time streamers, but like Ninja just comes to mind. I always wondered, like, when you get someone like Ninja famous, how do you connect with your chat? Like, there's no way you can read the messages, right? Especially if you're playing a game. I would kind of feel bad at a certain point. Like, you guys are sending me messages, but there's literally 1,000 people also sending me messages. I don't know. That's very, very stressful. I don't know how they do that, but not knocking anybody, just saying like it's a good, I guess it's a good problem to have if this is how you make your living. But from a community perspective, I really enjoy having a smaller community that I can actually respond to. I consistently get burnt out for no reason, even though everything is going well, and I don't know why. That's pretty normal though, I think. Roozle. Like maybe you just like to play different things, or I don't know, everyone's different, right? I don't think you should if you're burnt out, you gotta try either you gotta try something new or challenge yourself a little bit, or you have to start just start playing a new game that doesn't burn you out, right? It's a very personal thing, and it's kind of hard to deal with if you want to play a game really badly. But I mean, that's why I like Ani though, is because it's so hard for me to get burnt out of this game, because there's always so much going on. It's not like the same thing over and over every single playthrough. I mean, to some extent it is, but what I'm trying to say is, okay, I need to get rid of this. What I'm trying to say is, I don't even know what I'm trying to say at this point. I lost track because I had to build a pitcher pump there. The first 2 hours in this game, you were dealing with third base because the other two died of heat. Yeah, exactly. The first 2 hours, it's like you're learning about all the different things, and then the heat creeps up on you, and boom. Now you're now you don't have a base. Oh, yeah, your bristle blossoms died because it got too hot. So how did it work? Did you get your friends into the game? No, Sean, unfortunately not. There's some people who say they'll play it, but it's a very heavily time invested game, or time investment game. So I don't really blame them. I don't really blame people for not being able to play it. Obviously, I would have liked for them to play it, but it is what it is. You can't always force it upon people. There's just a lot to learn, and a lot of people just like action, right? A lot of people like the consistent reward feedback of, like, let's say like a Battlefield where you're having a good game and the good game ends and you're like, yeah, I had a good game. And a lot of people like RPGs. A lot of my friends like RPGs, so they like games like RuneScape, or I guess it's an MMO. RuneScape or World of Warcraft or Path of Exile or things like that. So it's just a totally different type of game than what they like. Hey, Ghost Fett, what's up? I got Ani on sale 2 days ago, and your videos helped me learn in the game. On my third colony, and currently making steel at 100 with 2 spawns. Hell yeah, Ghost Fett, that's awesome. Good for you. That's great. I'm glad that your videos have been helpful, and that's a huge achievement, dude. Congrats. But thank you for joining me on the stream. Yeah, if you have any questions, Ghost Fed, about the, I guess you started watching at the perfect time, because this is a brand new playthrough. Is this going to, does polluted dirt? No, it should be okay, right? I'm gonna say, does it drop like mud or like dirt, sand? But it should be okay. So you started watching at the perfect time, because we just started a new playthrough, and I hope that you're able to take a lot from it. But let's do cooking. Sorry, one sec. Just a little distracted here. Researcher. And Herald, I don't know if I want to go Herald yet. Operation, because I can do 4 skill points into here, and I have mechatronics engineering. Now Herald, maybe I give Herald something else. Maybe I give Herald ranching so I can get my pugs online. So we'll do this. We'll do Herald priorities. Herald's going to be a good farmer and a good rancher. So yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. That's awesome that you got your spawn up and running that early, and that's a huge achievement. Let's just go like this. Boom. Well, at the point, it's just run a business instead of. At that point, it's just running a business. Yeah, exactly. If you get too big, it's just a business at that point. It's not really a hobby anymore. It's a hobby for me, and I'm thankful that I still have that. I don't know how you would call it. Just the community aspect. I'm obviously, like, everybody wants to grow. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to grow. But I hope that I always maintain that community aspect. Even if the chat gets really big, I hope that they just understand that I can't keep up. I already can't keep up with a lot of the comments that I get, because I have so many videos now. I get comments all over the place, and I just try to, like, once or twice a week, I just try to answer a whole bunch. Like give an hour to answer a whole bunch. Yeah, I destroyed my first 2 colonies. I learned a lesson now. Use insulation. Yeah, insulation is a big one. Insulation is a big one. So if you're playing on the Terra asteroid, always check your temperature and check for, like, this has the opposite problem. On Terra, you'll have very hot biomes here instead of very cold biomes, and you'll have heat creep instead of cold creep. See, I have a little bit of cold creep coming in, so that I got to watch out for this, because this will destroy my plants once I start planting stuff here. Actually, do I have this available yet? No. Okay, so I'm going to take another one. Hopefully, let's get a good roll here. I don't like that. I'm definitely not taking Ashkin. I'm gonna take the Nutrigrain bar. I don't like Catalina. But brother, you can chill, because the problem of receiving so many messages you can't read will never happen if you keep playing Ani. Well, that's probably true. Ani's an old game. So it's probably not conducive to having an insanely high viewership. But hey, I'm just enjoying the journey. So Ghost says, for sure gonna enjoy. Looking to see how managing in the mid game works going into end game. Also, my current colony has no geysers, so right now I'm lost on what to do. Right by the complexity. Okay, so what I will say, Ghost, is there's a great website called mapsnotincluded.org, and some people consider this cheating, but I'm gonna give you, this is like my go-to. Whenever I'm kind of bored or like burnt out or whatever, or if I really need some inspiration, I'll go on mapsnotincluded.org, and I'll look for a map that has all the fun stuff that I want to play with. So you should try that at some point. I'll go for washrooms next. And then if you want to have, like, let's say, you can find a map on there for sure that has a geyser right beside your starting location, which is not really good, because then you can't really build out early on, but you get what I mean. If the way I like to start is having a natural gas geyser close to my starting location, because natural gas is super easy to tame. You can use gold for taming it, basically. Well, gold will overheat. You got to be a little bit careful, but you can get away with gold. I definitely do not want polluted oxygen off gassing and making everything polluted. I got to be careful, not for my duplicants not to empty these. We're gonna empty these later. So that's a huge thing. I cannot let myself forget that. Okay, we have. Let's start going down here, I suppose, getting into that area, and then we'll just cut across here like that. So yeah, go on mapsnotincluded.org. You can And then you can find yourself an asteroid that has all the geysers, vents, and things that you like, very close to your starting location. And like I said, if you go for natural gas, that's usually the easiest one to tame if you're a new player. Highly recommend doing that. And then, of course, the cool slush geyser. There's a cool slush geyser somewhere here. This is another really good one you want to look for. This is basically, if you get this, you basically win the game. That's pretty much it. Like, this is insane. This is good for cooling. This is good for crops, because you can always heat up water. It's very hard to cool it down, but you can always heat it up. So you win the game if you find this. I mean, on this asteroid, it's kind of the opposite. I need actually heat, because look at the heat, the cold is coming in. And I'm planting bog buckets, which have to be 10. Dude, how did you manage that? Can you not like dig down and? All right, can you? All right, there you go. No. How about you just dig here, bro? Dig this one. So you can get up. There you go. Holy smokes. Your videos are giants. Thanks, Louise. My videos do surprisingly well. I'm very, very thankful that the algorithm likes my videos. I'm very thankful that you guys obviously like the videos as well. But there's a little bit of luck involved. There's viewership involved, like people coming by and finding them and clicking on them and making an entertaining video. But at the same time, there's a lot of YouTubers. If you go on like the Reddit, NewTubers, there's so many stories of people getting like no views, and it's tough. Like the algorithm, there is a little bit of luck, I believe, involved in just uploading at the right time. And obviously I didn't know what the right time was. I just started doing this randomly, but whatever I did, I'm just so thankful that I got lucky and the algorithm pushed my videos to enough people to build the community. So I'm very, very grateful for that. How long since you've been playing Ani for the first time? Hey, Mazi Lara. Hey, how are you doing? Thank you for joining the stream. It's a good question. I think I bought the game in 2019 or 2018 or something like that. And I didn't play it for the longest time. Like, I tried it a little bit. Didn't really play it. I don't know why I'm building that way. So I really started to get into it in like during COVID. Then I went on a hiatus. And then after the hiatus, when I came back, it was when I started doing YouTube. Like, I was playing Satisfactory earlier this year or maybe late last year. And I was like, man, you know what I really want to play? I really want to play Ani. So, but overall, I just crossed 1,100 hours. So just to give you a perspective, it's not a lot compared to a lot of people. Oh, I have little Pakus in there. That's sad. Let's get those guys out of there. I guess it doesn't matter now. Just like that. So I have 1,100 hours across maybe 6 years or so. I don't know the exact dates. I always get confused on it. I'm the most horrible person when it comes to remembering stuff. So I really apologize if you ever tell me something and I write everything down. Like, I literally have a notepad of how to, like when I first started, of how to pronounce people's names, because I was like, oh man, I'm gonna struggle with this. How's my oxygen doing, by the way? Not bad, not bad. If you like challenging, you might want to look into Workers and Resources Soviet Union Republic. Oh, I saw that. I have that wishlisted. It looks like an awesome game. It looks really good. Yeah, I'll check it out sometimes. Right now, I'm still learning. My first seed was crazy. I had 3 steams right at the start. Would have been cool if I knew what I was doing. Are you talking about Steam Vent or Cool Steam Vent? Oh, watch this, Ghost. I'll show you another trick here. So if you see the neutronomium tiles like this, I don't know, you probably know this already, but here's like a beginner tip. These neutronomium tiles tell me that there's something here. You can also find these by putting on the temperature overlay. And the temperature for the neutronomium will always be like, see how it's very faint of like a different color? There's something here, right? All you do is you go to priority, top priority, give it a high alert, and in the top right corner, it'll tell you it's a water geyser. So that's how you find out what things are. Actually, a hot water geyser is really good for us because it'll give us some heat, especially in this biome where it's all ice. That's like a huge W right there. Hot steam vents. Oh, hot steam vents are hard to deal with. Very, very hard to deal with early on because you don't have the proper materials to deal with it. So super hard. Let's go one lower here. Let's see here. Ghost, definitely focus on learning first, and then once you get established in that, you can have another. Let's put some more of these things in here. Once you get an established like knowledge base to start with, you can definitely start looking at the geysers and stuff. Make your base. Have the base that you want, basically. Hey Chewy, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Hello. Appreciate you being here. Shorts boost the algo like crazy now. Yeah, I gotta make more shorts, Ghost. I really gotta focus on making more shorts. I have so many short ideas. It's just like I love making the long form videos because I love, I guess, talking. Maybe I don't know. I don't know why exactly, but yeah. We're still doing good with oxygen, so we don't have to worry about building anything yet. It's always nice to see new Ani playthroughs. Hey, Varric, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining. Yeah, this is a brand new playthrough. Gonna take this one all the way to the end. We'll take it all the way. I like this. I like this map. I think there's a lot of potential here for unique challenges in terms of the cold that I don't usually face. Usually it's heat, right? So we've already dealt with heat before lots of times. This is a little bit different. I mean, I'd rather have cold, to be honest, because I feel like it's always easier to deal with cold than it is heat. But, it remains to be seen how that works out for me. Yeah, I learned that and evolved my duplicants. I always try to not say that word because YouTube doesn't like it. I'm doing good, thank you. Very, very good, Varric. Glad you could join tonight. Appreciate it. If you have Frosty Planet, you can select the relative temperature overlay and drag all left. I do have that one, actually. Yeah, I do have that one. So temperature overlay, relative, and drag all left. Oh yeah, that's a good tip. There you go, Louise. That's a great tip. I did not know that. I usually just look for the very faint color of the neutronomia. But yeah, there you go. So yeah, I have something here. See what that is. So you learn something new every day. Cool slush geyser. Holy smokes. Our cool slush geysers are off the chart in this map. Thank you for that tip, Louise. That's awesome. That's another reason why I love streaming is you guys just have great tips. It's a lot of fun to. I always learn something. Get these guys done. We need to try to get the water sieves. So we'll build a little thing for water sieves here. Build a door here for these. We might not need all these, but like I said, I cannot have my duplicants empty this because they will get germs everywhere. And I can deal with the germs, but I really want to try to prevent the germs from happening. So we're gonna disable that. Out of order, insufficient dirt. Oh yeah, we gotta look out for dirt as well. That's not good. Let's keep an eye on dirt. Okay, hold on. Let's where's my overlays here? Material overlays. Where's my dirt? Mineral? It should be kind of everywhere. That's fossil, granite, organic. Which I always forget. Metal. It's not a metal. Is it a mineral? Filtration? No. Consumable ore? Obviously not. Organic? No. Someone's going to tell me in the chat. Oh, there it is. It's cultivatable soil. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of dirt here I could get, but I have to go through the pugs. I don't really want to do that. I guess I can access that dirt. Oh, no, I can't. Yeah, okay, we'll go underneath the pugs and get that dirt because we cannot run out of dirt. That's not going to be good. Right. So this will drop more polluted water down. It's kind of unfortunate because I just pushed all this polluted water over, but it is what it is. Actually, it's not that much. It might not even drop down. I post shorts and typically get like 1 to 10K views, but I never made long videos and I'm deleting my shorts. Why do you delete your shorts, Ghost? Is there a reason to delete them or... I would keep them around, no? Seems like it's a good idea to keep them around. Elusive Ocelot, hey, I'm a little late to the stream. How's the colony? We just started Elusive Ocelot, 10 cycles in. So we're doing well so far. Oh, well, actually, what I need is dirt right now. But let's see if we have Ellie, Science, Agriculture, Strength. That's not bad. I guess, you know what? I would never take... I really don't like taking that one. Decreased Machine I don't really care about. But no, nothing that jumps out at me for traits. I'd rather have plus Science and plus Strength. Decreased air consumption is huge, actually. So we'll take Ellie at cycle 10 here. And we'll put Ellie on a second schedule there. And we'll little bit more building power for our base. So try to get this online ASAP. Yeah, so it's going good, Elusive Ocelot. I hope that you're doing well at the same time. Thank you for joining tonight. And why is this out of order? Enable building. I don't know why I accidentally clicked that. I hope that you're doing well. Yeah, the colony's doing great so far. 10 cycles in. So, you know, about maybe 45 minutes. Seems to be all right so far. Not a lot of natural oxygen. We are running a little bit low, so I think it's almost time to build the an oxygen maker. Or almost at that part, but, you know, we'll see. First playthrough for me. Hey, Jay Casano. First playthrough for me was a 50-hour tutorial. Just got all the DLCs and started the second run. That's pretty impressive. 50 hours? I mean, most people don't make it like 2 hours before their first colony fails. It will glow green in the middle of the red to find neutronomium. Yeah, I'm sorry, I read that a little late, Louise, but yeah, it's that's a great tip. So, Louise, what Louise is talking about, if you go to, I didn't know this. Like when I look for neutronomium tiles, I usually just, I can pretty easily spot this because I have an OLED. I think I don't know if this works the same on other monitors. So if it does, I apologize. But the contrast on OLED is really good, so I can really easily see this from like a mile away. But what Louise is saying is, if you go to relative temperature and drag it all the way down, it stands out among your asteroid. I did not know that. That's a really awesome tip. Is this the newest DLC on this playthrough? Actually, Varric, we just played the newest DLC, the prehistoric planet, and it went fairly well, I would say. But no, this has all the DLC included, so it does have the prehistoric planet, but it's not going to have the asteroid impact. That's disabled. Hey, Krog, how are you doing, Krog? Krog Ozer, 3904. Thank you so much for joining the stream. How are you tonight? Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Hundreds of hours in, and it's the best tip I've ever heard. That's awesome, Elusive. Is that Louise's tip that you're talking about, Elusive Ocelot? I really like that tip too. That is definitely an awesome tip. I can't believe how easy, like, it's right there. It's just boom, it's right in your face. I love that. I love simple tips like that. Makes the game just so much more enjoyable. Okay, so we're going to put a sieve here and filter this water. So something like that. And the water sieve. Water is going to come in and go out. So probably do something like this. And then we'll bring some power here as well. Someone has food poisoning. That's not good. How are we doing with germs? Pretty good. Are these things growing? Yes, they are. They are growing. Perfect. All right, so we got some crops growing now. That's great. Let's just copy all this so we have lots of crops. This is going to be where we put our pugs. So we're going to get the pugs pretty soon. Meteor showers. Okay, cool. I gave the same tip to a Gave same tip to a friend streamer. She almost humiliated me for such a bad tip. Oh, no way. That's a great tip. Dude, it's such a simple tip. What are you talking about? I don't want to be dunking on other streamers here, but no, that's a great tip, dude. It's like simple tips is like chef's kiss, you know? Simple things to make your life easier in the game is amazing. So really, really like that tip. I agree, but the change games so often I don't have a bunch of random shorts without the long videos. Oh, I gotcha, Ghost. When I'm out of college, I may give my YouTube full-time go for once. Yeah, absolutely. Like I'm trying to do YouTube full-time while also working a full-time. It's rough. Like I'm not gonna lie. There's like yesterday's edit, for instance. I stayed up till 12:30 to get that edit out. But I really needed to get it out because I haven't uploaded a video for like 8 days prior to that. And, you know, I want to keep myself relevant in the algorithm. So, yeah, it was... I had to get it out, and then I woke up at 5:30 to go to work. But it was my last day of work, so I didn't really care too much about that. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's tough to do it full time. Let's see. Should I go down this way? Yeah, I think this is the best option. But you should definitely give it a go. I mean, YouTube will always be here, right? But what I always tell people who are contemplating it is YouTube will always be here, and there's an endless amount of different topics that you can explore. But jobs will always come and go. So if you can even make like just, you know, hobby money, let's say, if you can pay for your equipment that you buy for YouTube, I think you're doing very well. And at least you broke even, and you have some skills that you can always apply if the economy takes a downturn and you lose your job or whatever the case is, you can always fall back on, you know? Like YouTube is always going to be here, and it's available for everybody. I always remember, I don't know if you guys watch Casey Neistat. I know he's kind of controversial, but I always, sometimes, I don't know, depends on what videos you watch of his, but don't need all those. I always remember him saying that, like, he's very fortunate because he's a great editor and he had access to, like, the opportunity to make a lot of great videos, but nonetheless, his advice of just being like, hey, listen, all you need is a phone and an internet connection, and you can do this. And that's kind of what inspired me to inevitably try it, because I don't know if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, but are we off-gassing polluted? Okay, no. Yeah, it's just like, it's always gonna be here, right? And real life jobs are not always gonna be there. I'm doing a playthrough where Varric says, I'm doing a playthrough where I will go through the end game and try to beat the game, but it's on a smaller asteroid. I don't have renewable metal except in space and on... Oh, so you're playing on the spaced out DLC where space travel is necessary. To me, in my opinion, that's a little bit harder. So if you want to play on the classic, like when you're selecting survival and then spaced out or classic, I always go on classic because it gives you a very large asteroid to start with all the metals and all that stuff to get yourself started in the game. And then you can always so I lost my train of thought because I was wondering how I'm going to set this up. So yeah, I always play on a classic game mode, just to give myself an advantage at the start, and then I do space travel later. But space travel will come quick in this game because space is literally right here. So I don't get past mid game very often. You will eventually. It's like I said. I think you're doing. It's a little bit harder for what you're doing, just because of the game mode that you're playing on. But you'll get there eventually. Actually, let me go down this way. I don't want to open it up. I don't want to open up this. I want to keep my pools sort of intact. Hey, check out Suckerang. This is a new run. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you so much for joining tonight. This is, I have the new seed in the description. This is a new run on the Squelchy, I think it's called, the Squelchy Asteroid. So we're dealing with a ton of cold temperatures. We have some cold creep coming in already, and a lot of polluted oxygen. So we have so much polluted oxygen, I don't even have an oxygen generator yet. 1.4k hour and not even finished the game. Hey, yellow turtle, thank you so much for joining the stream. You know what? I always say is you finished. Everyone finishes the game based on their own preferences. So like, what does finish really even mean in this game, right? Like to me, if you are satisfied with your colony, then the game is finished. That might not be universally accepted as finished, but that's kind of what I like to say. For me, being satisfied is finishing at least the home sweet home. And the Great Escape takes a long time. Like once you get home sweet home done, you basically have the infrastructure in place to build and get to the Great Escape, but it just takes so much longer. So it's like, I don't know if you guys, I always compare it to Civilization. If you guys play Civilization, the game, you know, you're always able to win especially if you're playing the domination victory. Like at some point, you know that the victory is in the bag. It's just going through the next arduous, 36, I was gonna say maybe 3 hours. I don't know why I said 36. Like 3 hours of of clicking just to get the game done, right? So it's not always about. Hold on here, Ellie. I guess I'll give Ellie improved carrying. I don't think it's always about beating the game to an arbitrary standard. I think it's whatever you feel is the victory condition for you. Okay, so we're gonna have the water go in here, but we should have a liquid. We should have a liquid storage because we might run into a problem where this doesn't work. So what are we researching? Liquid storage is what I want. What's that liquid storage called? It's the liquid reservoir. Reservoir. After all the time, I still don't know where all the... there it is, that one. I want that one. Where all the the things are located. I always search for it. I almost never ever... So yeah, we want to take this into a liquid reservoir because we're going to have we produce more polluted water than we do filtrate, than we do usage. So we're going to have more water than we are not. So that makes sense. I hope so. So I want a liquid reservoir to keep the polluted water inside so I can use it for reed fibers later. I'm doing a playthrough. Oh, I already read that one. So I'm a little bit behind on chat here, so I'm going to try to... Do you plan on to add Ani-related channel point rewards like oxygen shortage warning or something? Can you do that? Do you plan to add Ani-related channel point rewards like Ani shortage warning? I don't know how to... I'll have to look into that. That sounds really cool. Obviously, that would be good for the viewers, right? Let me take a note of that, Chewy. That sounds like something that I need to look into. Yeah, I definitely want to add rewards for like make the stream more engaging, interactive, and things like that. I just don't know a lot about what to do and how to go about doing that. Louise says she's a friend is okay. She just has 3K hours. Oh, that's referring to the liquid or the tip that you gave us. Yeah, consistency is key for YouTube. That's my problem between college and work. I have zero time. Oh, absolutely. It just, I totally understand. It's just so much. It literally is. It's very, anyone who can do all that, like that's kind of the main problem with YouTube is just that it just takes so much work. So if you have like college and work, then you can't, it's very hard to add YouTube on top of that because that's basically another job after. So it's super, super hard. Like I struggle to keep up. I struggle a lot, but I love doing it. That's the thing. Like I really, really want to keep the, like I love playing the game and I'd rather play the game hanging out with you guys and also make the content that I love making. So I try to do my best to manage the time. and make it happen. Let's get rid of all that. Are you new to the game? Hey, Capybara. I don't think I'm that new. I have a lot of videos telling you how to, or showing people how to play. So I would say I'm an intermediate skill level. That's what I would. I'm a hardcore casual, you could say. Thank you for joining, Capybara. I hope that you enjoy some hardcore casual gameplay here. Yeah, my YouTube would have blown up for me to pay for my PC. I may start doing a channel documenting my semi-pro paintball team and do vlogs instead of stupid shit that we get up to. You know, people love watching stuff like that. So if you can search, like, there's a guy I watch, Mr. T, not the rapper, but like he's a cook, he's a chef. He has his own like catering kitchen, and he gets millions, well, thousands of views minimum, but some of his videos have millions of views, and all he does is cook eggs. Like, people love watching that stuff. I'm sorry if this is obvious, but why are you not using deodorizers? I haven't unlocked them yet, and it's not really a priority for me. Like, right now, not really worried about the polluted oxygen, but yeah, and I also don't have a lot of dirt or sand, so I'm not really. I want to get this water sieve online because of my lack of sand. So if you look at my filtration, like I just don't have enough for deodorizers anywhere. I have a little bit of sand up here. I have a little bit of sand here. I have lots of regolith, but when we start going into that regolith, it's very, very cold, and I don't have a way to block that. So, like, a good question, Capybara, but that's why. Oh, that Averica already answered. Yeah, that's exactly the reason. I'm starting to catch up with chat now, so we're almost. See, we haven't unlocked it yet, but you know what? We will do that next. I want to have it on standby, even though it's not going to work right away. I wanted to get this online first and foremost. So like this, and then yeah, right. For now, we can healing collapse. As long as you guys aren't getting stuck, I don't care. All right, Civilization didn't catch me, says Louise. Civilization, yeah, it's not for everyone. It's very click intensive, very, very click intensive. But it's a lot like Ani in the sense that the end game just drags on. Yeah, I'm enjoying. Would love to watch other people play this game. Well, thank you for joining, Capybara. I play this game a lot, at least 3 times a week. So feel free to come by and hang out and ask questions and give me tips. I welcome tips and tricks. All tips and tricks of all sizes. Like, here's one of the stream viewers earlier, Louise. He showed me this trick, which so when for locating neutronomium tiles, I usually see these on my monitor, but this is such a simple trick, but it like blew my mind. Look, if you click relative temperature, and if you drag this all the way down, it always shows it as a light teal, which is amazing. That's awesome. Love it, love it. Oh, okay, come on, let's get this done. Hurry up. All right, cool. So we're gonna disconnect here. Actually, we can disconnect here because now we have enough water. And yeah, we'll deal with that. All right. Ani seems friendly at first, but it's literally like Dark Souls of base build. That's actually a really good point, Louise. That is exactly right. It is the Dark Souls of base building. I've never thought of it that way, and now that's what I'm going to refer to from now on. I'm going to steal that from you, Louise, if you don't mind. And we're gonna get to this water geyser. We need the heat and the water out of it. So swamp shards are still keeping us alive, but now we're starting to get bog buckets. Actually, we should have a cooking. We have a grill. Please tell me I had a grill researched. Let's see. I might not have a... Yeah, I have a grill. Okay. Let's get the grill online. I suppose we'll... Okay, well... I really don't want to destroy these until I have a way to deal with the polluted... I don't want to put germs all over the base, you know what I mean? So... I think we're going to put the grill at a very inconvenient location for the time being, and we'll fix that later. Actually, in fact, what we'll do is we'll move this over just slightly. We'll do this, and then we'll put a refrigerator here. And we'll do something like that. And then as soon as we get husbandry unlocked, we'll get the pugs. We'll get all the pugs in this room so they can charge our batteries. That'll be super OP. And I guess I can start making like a little room now for these guys here. Let's just go across so they can eat mess hall. Mess hall is what I'm trying to think of. Kabara says, how do we use regolith for filtration? Like, do the buildings constantly automatically take regolith when sand is not available? I think that's how it works. I don't normally use it because it's usually not... I don't have a reason for it. This is the first asteroid that I played. I usually play on Terra. This is the first asteroid that I played where I don't have sand. I only have regolith. So I'm pretty sure that it's just automatic. Now, you could argue and say, like, there should be maybe an option, like, for instance, for the water sieve. I think there should be an option where you can select what you want to use, right? That seems like it would be a good idea, but there is not. So, as far as I know, the game just automatically picks it for you. So can't do it yet. I think this is it. No, I don't have any bugs yet, I guess, bug buckets yet, so can't do that. By the way, what do we need to like, what am I trying to say? Bog bucket. How do you, bog bucket? What does this need? Polluted water. Okay, that's it. Anything else? No dirt. Okay, good. I definitely don't want to run out of dirt because of that. How does one get plastic with a Draco? I'm trying to get ranch right now. Do I put them in a helium to get the right egg? So, okay, so glossy Dracos. Let me go through this really quick here. Actually, I don't have to pause the game. I think I have plenty for my duplicants to do. Great question. I love using glossy Dracos. So when you feed Dracos, I believe it's mealwood. They have an increased chance. Like you'll see on the critter tab here, it'll say egg chances. This will tell you what the next egg is most likely to be dropped from this pug. And if you want, let's say, the smog pug egg, it says down here below, this will increase the chance if the pug dwells in unbreathable gas, and the sponge when it dwells in liquid. So you have to hover over your Draco or whatever critter that you're trying to change into a different variant, and it'll tell you exactly what you have to do in order to get that egg from it. I believe for the glossy Dracos, it'll say mealwood. And then for mealwood, you plant your mealwood in farm tiles, you let your Dracos eat it, and they will have an increased chance of dropping your glossy Draco egg. Now, once they're glossy Dracos, you can feed them bristle blossoms. They're far more sustainable than mealwood. I think that's how. I don't think the hydrogen has anything to do with it. I mean, I've used them enough that I should know off the top of my head, but I don't think they do. I think it's what they're eating instead. I'm not usually a fan of... sorry, let me just scroll back a bit here. Louis says, you might leave the cold parts in contact with the gases to delay the temperature going down. Yeah, we're gonna try to maybe build an insulated tile here, or insulated doors or something to deal with that. I'm not usually a fan of colony games, but the automation and gas system is tickling my inner tism. I wish I found this game sooner. Yeah, this game is just amazing. Like, I love that there's always something going on. That really drives me to just, keep going. It's kind of this, yeah. I totally get what you're saying there. You can create sand. Oh, okay. Thank you, Louise. Yeah, I don't normally use regolith, so I guess that's how it's done. You have to use the rock crusher. There you go. So learn something new again, Cabibera. Use the rock crusher on the regolith to get sand. I thought for sure that you could just use regolith directly. And I don't know this from personal experience, obviously, but usually you have enough sand available. But when you click filtration medium, it tells you can use regolith. But maybe you do have to send it through a water. Holy smokes! Dead Psych, thank you for your subscription on YouTube. Really appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome. Wow, we have 42 viewers on YouTube tonight, 2 on Twitch. Thank you so much, guys, for your hanging out with me and your support. Really appreciate it. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please feel free to hit that like button and help get the stream to more people. Help the algorithm help me out. That would be much appreciated if you could do that. So I'm already here. I like 10 construction. I like Kitchen Menace. I might just take Amari here. That's a really good duplicant. Piloting will be good to take eventually, but I don't really need a good pilot right now. Machinery, I already have a machine. I think we'll take Amari. I mean, we're going to be doing a lot of construction, and Kitchen Menace is... Yeah, we'll take Amari. Let's do... Amari is going to be very, very happy to be building. Let's put Amari's building really high, and put Amari with Travaldo here. We have 6 duplicants now. So Amari... We'll put, actually, well, funny enough, we'll give him digging because he's already a good builder. I need super hard digging here now. And Operator Harold will give them, I suppose we'll give them increase. Oh, no, I wanted to give them critter wrenching. Dang it. Okay, that's okay. We'll have to wait for the next. Hey, Jose, just subscribed on YouTube. Thank you so much for your subscription on YouTube. Really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Well, I just messed that up with Amari, but that's okay. There's always next time. There's always next time. Perfect. I got a 30% chance for Glossy Draco right now. I'm getting unlucky. Gonna let my colony run for a bit then. Yeah, just make sure that they're eating what they're supposed to be eating. Like whatever the egg chances say, and you'll eventually get one. You'll start to get them really, really quick. Once they do start to show up. I guess we can delete this now. We can put everything in the fridge. Since I have the fridge, I might as well use it. These things... Oh, okay. No germs yet. No germs yet. Okay. How is our oxygen? Oxygen is starting to be a little bit bluish in this area, but we're still having a lot. I mean, we need to get this online. That's not... Oh, we need hard digging on this. Dang it. Okay, so good thing I definitely didn't. I have super hard digging, but I need super duper hard digging. All right, so we have to wait for one more level up to get that done. Draco is the most casual, busted way of getting plastic. Absolutely, it is. Getting your first, without them, your first plastic assembling is quite a journey. Yeah, absolutely. Petroleum. Then you got to set up a steam, petroleum, polymer press, and then it creates a lot of heat and steam, and it's just a nightmare. You also need hydrogen for them to regrow their skills. Luckily, on Terra asteroids, there's always a little bit of hydrogen lingering around that you can always just pump into your chamber, and you'll always get a little bit, just enough to keep them growing. Let's go for not automation, conductive wires. Conductive, the rock crusher, and then we'll go. Oh yeah, fire pole. That's exactly what I want. This is going to be our little. Well, first we're gonna mop this up, make sure there's no liquids here, and this is going to be our little mess hall for the time being. So let's just. Whoops, looking all over the place. I don't know why I keep pausing. It's just a reaction. So just give them a little bit of seating here, and then we'll put a water cooler. I know what you're gonna say, but Ethan, water cooler. I'm gonna disable it so no one can use it. I don't have a lot of starting water, and I don't feel like dealing with it. Varric says, "Be sure to like the video." I don't even. You know what? I should take my own advice. I don't think I liked my own video, so let me just go ahead and give myself a like. I should. You gotta like your own video if you're a YouTuber. Thank you, Varric. Hell yeah, guys. Hit the like button, says Ghost. Louise says, good night, guys. Have a great live. Hey, Louise. Have a great rest of your night, and I will see you back probably in the new year. I'll see if I can squeeze in a stream during the holidays, but it's gonna be, you know how it is, it's super busy. So I might not be able. There's definitely gonna be another video out, but if I don't see you until the new year, then I hope you have a happy holidays and happy New Year. And I hope that wherever you spend your time, you have a very lovely time. Carabara says, just a suggestion, you can name your duplicants after your viewers. Most of the YouTubers do it, and it is quite fun. That's a great idea. I did that on the first playthrough. We had a Wacko's Rocket, an Exe Beke's Rocket, and a couple duplicants named after the viewers. So yeah, well, maybe we can figure out a way to do that at some point. I don't know how. How do we decide how that becomes a thing? I guess I named one of my duplicants digging Donnie. He always got stuck everywhere. That was pretty funny. But yeah, if you guys, I guess, oh, Swampy Delights. Sorry, I get distracted really easily. Yeah, that would be quite fun actually. Maybe like a consecutive viewer streak or something of showing up, and I don't know, some sort of thing that we can do for that. Drecos are S tier for plastic. Absolutely, Louise. They are really good. That's my go-to for plastic is Drecos. 100%. Okay, let's see how our colonies duplicant. Any duplicant skills that I can assign? I really should have went for critter ranching so I can get my pugs online, but it's okay. Okay. Let's keep going down though, because I know going up is space. I really don't want to go into the cold anymore. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. We can also set up a kiln, which is really nice. That'll give us some heat if we have some ceramic or clay rather to get started with. But right now we need a rock crusher online. We got some deodorizers ready to go. So I think what we'll do is we'll build get insulated tiles next. How far are we from insulated tiles? Insulated tiles. Let's see here. Insulated tiles are here. So we're pretty close to insulated tiles and the insulated door. After that, we'll build a layer here, and we'll make our duplicants go through it to get up here. It's not really ideal in the sense that it'll slow them down a lot, but I really don't want this to be the end of our base, especially since the bog buckets need at least 10 heat or whatever, 10 temperature, minus 10 degrees minimum to function. We also have some heat down here, so I'll keep digging into this area, try to avoid the cold for now. The temperate is whatever, but I'll try to avoid the cold biome. And I'll try to keep this intact as well. I mean, the metal would be nice. I wouldn't mind getting into the metal, but it's not something that I need super badly right now. Actually, what I could do is I could mine all this out. Keep going lower on this, actually. Mine all this out, I guess. Just build another ladder. I don't need the ladder here. Just a little bit of ladders. There's a nice mod to queue researches. I contemplated getting that one. Is that one worth it? I know that I've seen that mod around. Wasn't sure if it was, because the thing is I always change my mind on the fly anyways, and it's not out of the realm of possibility that I end up changing it halfway through an existing research project. Ceiling collapse. Oh, I forgot to disable this. So now we have a little room. We have a mess hall. We have a washroom. So let's start building some bedrooms, actually. Bedrooms are really easy. I can just literally go like this and and just put a door. And then we have a little bit more morale boost. Suffocate. Why? No, don't suffocate. Dude, why? Oh my goodness. Okay, I need this done ASAP. I need you to stop worrying about this. There is polluted oxygen here, but you have to build yourself up. What do you have here to build with? Nothing. If you stand here, can you jump? Okay, well, you know what? We're gonna have to put this on 9. I can always bust through here. Worst case, I really don't want to lose the water. But I suppose I could just bust through here. Okay. No, how about you move back this way, bro? Stop trying to dig stuff. There you go. Get out, get out, get out. Thank you. Convert it to a great hall. Yeah, I should put some plants on there. Fire pole next, though. Fire pole next. Oops. I forgot that that's there. So I can just destroy this. I don't need this in the way. Just keep going straight down. I can always destroy this as well. There we go. Yeah, the classic diggers. Yeah, what was I doing? Oh, yeah. Insulated tiles. Insulated tiles. There it is. Let's go and get that. And then fix this. Fix that up. How did we got? We got any bog jelly yet? Let's put this on 9 priority. I really want them to be... where's our... By the way, where's our priorities here? Cooking. Oh, we have no cooks. That's why I disabled everyone. I did that. On the last playthrough, I was trying to launch a rocket, and I couldn't figure out why. It was my second rocket that I built for that playthrough. I couldn't figure out why the rocket wouldn't launch. So finally, I just happened... It was like an hour. Literally an hour of trying to figure it out, or more. Not even going to lie. And I couldn't figure out why the rocket wouldn't launch. And I already was launching a rocket, and the other rocket worked. I couldn't figure it out. Turns out I disabled the rocketry for everyone except for one duplicant. So if you're looking for bonehead tips and tricks, be sure you don't disable cooking for everyone if you want to cook some food. So Ellie here, Ellie would be a good farmer. Ellie would be a good farmer, but I really want suit sustainability training because it's amazing. If you guys haven't seen my video on athletics and why it's such a big deal, and why athletics and suit sustainability and exosuit training are such a big deal, you should go check it out. It's like your duplicants will be like super powered. Okay, let's keep going down here. I can eventually delete one stack of ladders. Oh, there's a little Paku guy in there too. Perfect. So keep going, do some more. Oh yeah, you mentioned the Great Hall, right. Let's do the Great Hall. Do I not have any? How do I not have anything? What's that called? The planter thing. Flower pot. I guess I don't have. Yeah, I need this thing. This will be quick. Let's do that. Resources, don't care. I want to keep my frost buns, so if you guys are wondering, I like to keep my frost buns for berry sludge. I built. Hey, Capybara says cool stream, but I gotta go. Gonna go play Satisfactory. Have a great day. Thank you for showing up, Capybara. Really appreciate you stopping by, and hopefully I'll see you around again. Enjoy your time in Satisfactory. Ghost says, I built my first spawn without a guide, and it was a headache but fun. I found a really cool oxygen generator through converted into a spawn. Very nifty design. It's a 10x7. That's really impressive, actually, Ghost. Like, a spawn is not easy to build. So that is super impressive. Like, you're on your way, you're on your way for great things in this game. If you can build a spawn without a guide. There's no chance I'd be building a spawn without a guide on my first couple hours in the game. Let's go ahead and keep digging. I want to get all the water pooled into a little semi small location there. So we'll keep going down. I don't want it to freeze though, so I might not go that far, but I'll just keep going down. Try not to get our duplicants trapped. Bro, stop it. Dude, duplicants are going to be the end of me. Just keep getting trapped all over the place. Okay, let's see. Did we take another one now? We do have food now, so it might... Oh, do we have oxygen? We still have oxygen. Okay. We still have oxygen, but it might be a good time to... well, let's see who we get, first of all. Kitchen Menace is really good, but I'm not a big fan of... Oh, +8 athletics, but falls asleep. Don't want that. +8 piloting. Not too bad. Ari could be a good pilot for future rocket missions. But is it worth taking a 7th duplicate at cycle 20? I don't know. I think we'll skip all these. Kitchen Menace is hard to pass up, but no, I don't know. The athletics is really good. Forget it. We're taking Kitchen Hassan here. +3 athletics and Kitchen Menace, hard to pass up. All right, so we'll take Hassan. We'll go for it. We'll build another little thing here for Hassan. Just like that. Perfect. And then we'll put Hassan on a... Well, I guess he can stay there on that schedule. We'll give him his own schedule because I don't want the bathrooms to get congested. So there we go. Cool. And we have, yeah. So we'll build some flower pots or whatever there. And we're missing dirt again. Holy smokes. We need to go get more dirt. Where's more dirt? Cultivatable soil. Okay, dirt is everywhere. So let's keep going and getting some dirt. It's everywhere, but I have to be careful not to open up the pugs because they're going to eat all the metal. It's not fully autonomous. I cheated with a wheel, but it's hardly uses the wheel unless something goes wrong with my pipes. Happens often when I accidentally break a pipe. Well, it's good to have redundancy. So I think you sound like you're doing a great job on your playthrough. And it's always good to be have redundancy in terms of power generation, just in case something happens, and power generation and water is something that you want redundancy on for sure. For sure. Okay, let's dig up to here, and then we can just... I don't want to dig into the cold too much. Keep a little bit... There's no abyssalite to stop the cold from spreading, and kind of one of our big problems right now. So... also got to keep our duplicants busy here because we have a lot going on early on. So it's a good problem to have, but oh, nice. Here's a synthesizer here. Sweet. Furniture. Cool. So we got the flower pot. I guess we can put a flower pot in there for now. I don't plan on taking more duplicants until later on. So let's keep going on the dirt. Keep digging like this to avoid the pugs. And how's the oxygen? Oxygen is still doing great, so everything's going great. This is a great start to the playthrough. A little bit of stress, no sicknesses, no germs. Like if I got germs in this playthrough, they would literally spread everywhere so quickly and I would never get rid of them. So all right. I mean, yeah, I suppose I shouldn't have started digging that high because then they're not going to be able to reach it. Okay, let's plant some cool things for my duplicants so it increases their morale. We get some more morale from that, and then we can delete. Actually, we can open up these. I don't have to have these closed. And I guess this gives us access to all this water as well, which... let's see, where's the cool starts there. Oh, I also want to make sure that these guys are... Okay. The Pacus are in their proper temperature. I want to make sure that I'm not going to be dealing with different types of Pacus or whatever. Okay. So we're going to keep digging down because this is all really warm. I want to try to avoid the cold. So we'll see what's over here. This is a little bit of a freebie build here. We can just go straight across. We have a sauna there, which is kind of nice. Do we have anyone who can learn a skill yet? I really need... Oh, I guess Hassan can build a skill. We'll give Hassan carrying so we can get suit sustainability training. Yeah, again, just wanted to reiterate, guys, if you haven't seen the video on athletics that I made, I think you should go take a look and just take a look at how powerful athletics are for your duplicants. It is insane the benefit that you get um, from having where's my connect? There it is. From having high athletics versus low athletics, and from having suit sustainability training and exosuit training for duplicants with atmo suits. Very, very important. It will literally save your duplicants, because when your duplicants are very new, like these guys, they're very slow, and they're constantly going to have to go up and get oxygen from, like if they're dwelling in carbon dioxide, right? So it will literally save them if they're very, very fast versus if they're very, very slow. Something to check out. Just something to check out and to be conscious of when you're playing your base and trying to improve your colony. I think it's probably the most important skill to have for your duplicants. It's the high, or attribute rather. Okay, I also forgot that we're doing insulated tiles, right? So do we even have that available? Yes, we do. Okay, so we need. That's a wicked door. That's not insulated door. Hang on. Insulated door. Yeah, I want that ASAP. The other one isn't as important. But my bog buckets are more important than whatever I was going for there. Okay, can also take these out. I don't think I'm gonna have a spill. Keep one intact just in case. Maybe do a little bit of mopping here. Like to keep as much mopped as possible. That way we don't have soggy feet for all of our duplicants. Some areas obviously we can't mop, but if we can mop it, then this one's kind of redundant. This one I'll mop. This one doesn't matter because I'm going to keep digging down. Things are going to get wet anyways. I'm really excited to have my duplicants level up again, because these guys produce a lot of power. 40 watts each. I thought it was more than that. I thought it was 400 for some reason. But anyways, any amount of power that's being produced here is better than nothing. And actually, I should make a rock crusher, because I need refined ores for when I start doing smart. I want to put a smart battery here instead of these things drain too quickly. Smart batteries, I think, are the way to go. Okay, insulated tiles, nice. What do we have? We have granite, igneous rock. I think igneous rock will be fine here. So what do we want to do for this? I think, yeah, we'll kind of have our base maybe start. Well, granite's going to give us plus 20% the core, so maybe granite is the way to go. I think we'll start here because I want access to all this metal. I think that would be a good place to start with that, and then just kind of go across. I don't need to build all this. Kind of go across. They got all this metal. Let all this water drop. It'll drop in here if I'm lucky. So we'll finish this room off because this is where the pugs will go. And then we want to drop all this water directly into this. We'll do something like that to mine ourselves up to here and then mine ourselves up to there. And try to get access to everything in that area. And then, yeah, we'll just insulate all this. And there's already a little bit of cooling in here, but hopefully we can save most of the base. Not have too much of a problem. Put this on 6th priority as well, so my duplicants know what's up. And for now, I think... what was the other one that I wanted to do? Oh, conductive, right? Conductive wires, that one. Yeah, I want to keep blasting through research early on. I think that's... get as much done as possible, so I don't have to wait on things when I have a build idea. That'll be super, super critical. And I can't wait to get somebody who can move the pugs and move the pugs and what else? There was and dig this out. Dig that out. Oh, Kevin, as Kevin says, "Do I'm late. No worries, Kevin. I'm happy that you're here. Thank you so much for joining. You're about an hour and a half late, but that's okay. We just started our brand new playthrough, and I'm having a. This is just going so well. I'm having so much fun on this asteroid. It's the Squelchy Asteroid. It's a lot of fun right now. A lot of challenges compared to not. I mean, I wouldn't say challenge. A lot. It's a lot different than Terra because I'm dealing with a little bit of cold temperatures rather than heat. And right now we don't even have an oxygen production method. And well, actually, we kind of need one right now. But yeah, we were doing really good without oxygen production for the longest time here. So I guess it's time to start a sublimation station. We'll put that. I guess we'll put that right here. So I would like to put it. What's the best place for this? I guess here's. I think we're just opening up too much of the area, and that's why it's not going in our favor right now. But you know what? We'll be fine. We'll put this here. Sublimination station where all the power is. Boom. Hey, Kratos. Awesome username. Thank you so much for joining the stream, Kratos. Wait, polluted oxygen is okay. Yes, it is. It is good. It's breathable. The problem with polluted oxygen is that it gives your duplicants like yucky. And so if you go here, it gives them like yucky lungs. So it increases their air consumption by 30 grams a second. And the big thing is, which I'm trying to avoid, is if any area here off gases any germs, I will have germs all throughout my base in no time. So those are like the two big ones that you want to try to avoid. But yeah, polluted oxygen is okay. It's just not preferred, like at all. So, but we have no choice right now because I don't have any sand to use for deodorizers. See, Varric says polluted oxygen is okay, but it's not great. It's what's that meme from Chernobyl? What's the Chernobyl meme? Not good, not great, not terrible. Only 3.6 Roentgens. Not great, not terrible. Polluted oxygen. Not great, not terrible. I don't know. Does that make sense? The big issue is polluted oxygen lets germs spread. Yes, exactly, Rick. Exactly. 3DS, is that how you say 3DS? 3DS? Not a lot of options, but polluted oxygen on this planet early. Thank you for joining the stream. Really appreciate you being here. Yuck lungs is pretty standard until you box out your base. Yep. Only 3.6 Rotkins. Well, how do they say it? Is it Rotkins? I forgot what they say. Okay, I'm not going to take anyone else. Snores loudly, cannot build. Okay, well, the figs are obviously. So that's the maximum on the detector. Yeah, that's a very dark movie. I'm sorry, series. I loved it though. I watched that twice. It is Rentkins. Rentkins says Ghost. Yeah, great miniseries. Like the actors did a phenomenal job. Everyone did phenomenal on that one. Okay, how's our temperature looking now? Okay, so we're gonna open this up. That should just fall right in, and then we'll just keep digging up until we get all that stuff, all this water to fall in. I guess we can. We'll deal with the polluted water later. I'm not gonna deal with it right now. Kevin, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining. Let me know what's up. How are you doing? Kratos says, I'll be back, man. I'm going to finish watching your first 10 cycles video. That's an old one. Thank you so much, Kratos, for watching that one. That's a really, really old video. I hope that you get a lot out of it. It's if you'd like, we just did for 10 cycles in this stream. So if you want to rewind the stream, you get a little bit more of a modern, let's say, modern version of how I would have made that video. But I still think it's relevant. It's just it's one of the ones I'll have to redo at some point because I think I've matured a lot as a creator, as like a content creator, and I could have made my older videos better. I'm very critical of myself. Not a Squelchy Asteroid. That's true. That's true, Varric. It's not a Squelchy. It's Terra. But I mean the concept inevitably remains the same. Like you want to secure a way to get. So yeah, Varric has a good point, Kratos. my first 10 cycles video is not on a Squelchy Asteroid. Oh, sorry, it's not on a not on the same as this in the sense that that's a Terra Asteroid. This is a Squelchy. But if you just think about the core concepts of, you're trying to secure yourself a food source. So on a Terra Asteroid, that would be mealwood or bristle blossoms. A way to produce oxygen, which in this case, it's going to be our sublimination station. But on a Terra Asteroid, it's going to be, what's it called? Oxalite and algae. So let me guess, you guys are stuck or nothing to do. And then just blast through your research. I like to go for farming right away. Actually, speaking of farming, put that there. So yeah, it's kind of the same concepts, but Varric has a good point. It's a different asteroid. Trying out the darkness. Trying out the darkness mod and some other difficulty and interesting mods, and seeing how things work on a playthrough. Darkness mod. Okay, let me look at that one. That sounds interesting. I might. It sounds like it's too dark for me, but I want to see what that is. Hey, I'm back. My game is updating, so I'm gonna hang out here. Hey, thanks for coming back. How long is your update gonna take? Hopefully, it's not too long, and you get to play. You get to play relatively soon. Hopefully, it's not too long at all. I'm very familiar with Squelchy because I play a secondary asteroid early in my playthrough, and it is always Squelchy by default. Yeah, Squelchy is. I've never played Squelchy. It's a lot of fun right now. Hopefully, it stays that way. I don't know what's in store for me when I transition to mid game, so I'm trying to keep on top of everything. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Kratos says, appreciate the heads up. 3DS says, yeah, there's a bunch of concepts that apply to all planetoids. New players are still better with Terra. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 3DS. I hope I'm saying your name right, by the way. 3DS has a point, Kratos. So that video will still be relevant. I'm just very critical of my older videos. So that's all. Oh, how close are you guys to leveling up? Who's my digger? Okay, so still a long ways to go. I need who's the guy who's farming? Okay, almost done. See how my oxygen's looking. Not too bad. Since I'm making oxygen now, I should probably, well, I kind of need oxygen everywhere. No germs yet though, right? That's the main thing. It's showing 20 minutes. My internet is a bit slow today. Well, I appreciate you hanging out. It's Satisfactory is a game that I would love to also play, and actually I always tell this story for whatever relevance it may have. Is the way I got back into Ani this year is I was like, okay, let me play some Satisfactory. I wanted to try it out, and then I just had so much fun with it. But I was like, oh, I really want to play Ani instead. But that's not to say Satisfactory is not a good game. I love the game. It's just I own that one since early access as well. Okay, so let's see here. We got copper, coal. We have lots of cobalt. Might as well make some cobalt here. Kevin says, I actually burned cobalt. Oh, of course you would get stuck. Okay. Well, it's not too hard to get yourself out of this if you're smart, Bert. Let's put this here. There you go. Sorry, Kevin. I'll read your message in just a second. Bert was having skill issues navigating the base. I actually burned cobalt with plugs to jumpstart his higher power and food production setup. That's not a bad idea because I have a lot of metal volcanoes. I wasn't sure how much metal I would have to start with, and I was very like I don't have a husbandry or a rancher yet. I'm very close to getting a rancher, and I was gonna put them in here so they produce some power for me. Start ranching them. So that was kind of my early game plan. I was just cautious about feeding them or letting them loose right away because I don't want hydrogen all over my base. You know what I mean? I think that would be a little bit detrimental, but oh yeah, I gotta. Ooh, that's not good. I really gotta start closing this off. Unfortunately, this is also very cold, so I might as well just build all the way down. Let's just build some ladders here so I can get that done. Let's see here. Thriddus says I got over 1,600 hours, but I still enjoy watching playthroughs. Me too, Thriddus. Yeah, I've been watching another YouTuber just recently who's a viewer in the background while I play and do things, and I absolutely love having someone talking in the background about Ani. So do I go for rocket pilotry so I can get suit sustainability, or do I go for... I'm not going to have... I think suit sustainability... Oh, no, grilling. We'll go for grilling. Got a good cook. We got some conductive wires now. Perfect. Transformers, all that fun stuff. All that fun stuff is happening. Let's just... I don't need this. Actually, they should be able to reach this. Yeah, they can. Probably if I... just have that one. Build a couple ladders here. Dig out the uranium ore. My plan for the asteroid is to start to get regolith and sand and put a deodorizer and polluted dirt oxidizer set up in a room to support until I get a typical electrolyzer setup going. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking as well, going for the regolith, but I was wary of the amount of cooling, the cold atmosphere that's coming in. So I've been very cautious of that. I want to get this. So I've already started building the base, kind of where my duplicants are going to be living. So my next plan of action is to get these pugs online over here, just to get them situated, and then deal with the taming them afterwards, but just to get some free power out of them, because I don't have any natural sources of power anywhere else. And then start ranching them for some food, taking their hydrogen, and then I was gonna go for regular. That was kind of my game plan for this, but I don't know if that's the best thing. Yeah, I would love to watch you play it. I'm just starting. Oh, Satisfactory. Yeah, it's one of those. There's a game like Satisfactory that's on sale right now that I really want to try, called Shapes, and it's kind of like the same conveyor belt, production type game. Really looking forward to. I have Shapes 1. I think I got it for free on Epic or something, and I'm really keen on playing it during my break to try it out. But I say that about a lot of things, and doesn't always come to fruition. Okay, so I'm clearly not making enough bog buckets, but I have enough bog bucket plants to expand, I believe. So let's keep going with that. Maybe put some bog buckets down here for the time being. This will be a good spot because the heat from this is probably good or something. It's not Ani if a dupe isn't getting stuck and starving in a corner. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's kind of typical, right, for Ani for duplicants to just not be able to figure themselves out, unfortunately. I'm not gonna lie though, if I lost the duplicant to that, I would probably be more I probably would just restart the latest save, which is every cycle it saves, because I don't feel like that's my fault. It's not a user error. That's like, if they get stuck, it's their fault. They should be able to figure themselves out. Early to mid game is the most fun. Absolutely. I put a plug slug wrench under where I plan to put the electrolyzer room and use the airflow tiles and just capture all the hydrogen. Note that you want it to leave the room to prevent smog plugs. Okay, I don't know what that is because I haven't used them before. So what's a smog plug? What did they do? Smog plugs. What's a smog plug? What is this? This is a sponge. Smog plugs. Okay. that draw in unbreathable gases during the day. They sleep during the night at near exposed. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So they put their garbage into pipes. Is that the? So I guess sponge works with liquid pipes. Ah, okay, that's cool. I mean, that's kind of interesting, but yeah, I see what you're saying, Kevin. Definitely want to avoid that. Well, yeah, we'll give Amari carrying. And let's see. I don't think I'm gonna take any. I'm gonna take this one. I have like 7 duplicants at this stage is a lot, so I want to make sure that I don't run out of food for these guys, because that's would not be fun. Luckily, we have a lot of swamp shards left that we can always get to, and if we're in desperate need. But gonna try and not get that desperate with my like 7 out of this one is a lot already. That's exactly what I'm doing now. Now, currently, it's like a 150, says Ghost. Kabibara says, do we spend skill points on building for mechatronics engineering, or just mechatronics engineer is fine? I always love spending skill points on that, because I love automation to be set up, or what's it called? Just blanking out. What's the thing called? Shipping. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. I always spend skill points, but luckily I have a duplicant who already came with that. So off from the printing pod. So if we go here, I have one duplicant. So I initially took Harold as my operator, who I was going to level up to mechatronics engineering, but I already have Otto, who knows it right away, which means he knows real construction. So now I don't have to do that now. How many ammo suits can one electrolyzer handle? I'm currently at 12 suits, and it seems to be struggling. Yeah, so one electrolyzer is, I believe if it's running at max efficiency, it can handle 8. Maybe someone can correct me on that, but that's in a Hydra configuration. That's really optimistic. So I don't usually do math on my... Whoa, my headphones just died. Sorry about that. My headphones died. Yeah, so I don't usually do math on my playthroughs. I usually just brute force things, but this one's really easy because it's in multiples of n. So electrolyzer produces 888 grams per second of oxygen, and duplicants use 100 grams of oxygen per second. So you can support 8 duplicants on a best case scenario with your electrolyzer, if it's running at maximum efficiency, like theoretically with the way it should work with the math. But a SPOM, on the other hand, doesn't always work at a maximum efficiency. So it's something to keep in mind, that if you're, like, you can click on any building and you can see its uptime. Where is it? Maybe it doesn't have it on manual buildings, but most buildings will have like an uptime. That's if they're running by themselves. Maybe it's this one. Anyways, you'll find it somewhere in here. I don't really know where to look for, but it'll say like, oh, maybe this one. Oh, here it is, uptime. So it'll tell you the uptime. Obviously, the water sieve is very low because it only works when it's filtering water. But if your electrolyzer doesn't say 100%, it's not supporting 8 duplicants. That's basically the gist of it. So just be aware of that, and try to learn how to build a Hydra. A Hydra is going to take you a long way in this game. You don't need to build a Hydra to win the game, or to like do what you want to do in the game, but it's definitely going to help you a lot to do that. This is all very cold as well, so just keep going down here. Kind of don't want to get that in, so I'm gonna mop this up. get the mopping done first. Okay, sorry, I got way behind on chat now. Pretty good strategy. First time seeing shapes on Steam and it hurt my brain. Yeah, shapes is it looks very interesting. It looks like Satisfactory, but like 2D or whatever, right? So really need please be the digger. Oh, it's operator Harold. Okay, critter ranching. Perfect. Now I can open my pugs up and get these guys moved over. Get some free power out of these guys here. Thought we had more pugs available at the start. I don't know if one of them... I guess... Oh, they laid the eggs. Okay. I got some eggs here. Put these guys... I thought we had like 5 or 6 pugs to start with. Can't quite grab that egg, which is kind of annoying, but... Whatever. We'll deal with that. Kratos says, anyone want to be friends on Discord willing to get bombarded with questions about the game? You can always ask in my Discord, Kratos. I'm not very active on it right now, but that doesn't mean I can't be. If you are asking questions, I can help you out, and that will help me out figuring out what videos I should make for people. So you can feel free to join the Discord. The link is in the description, or you can just type in this into join a server. This code right here on your screen, and you can use that to join a server, and you can ask for advice, ask for whatever you like in there. The more you expose them to unbreathable gas, the higher the chances for that egg doesn't produce power. Okay, so then here it's luckily it's oxygen. The carbon dioxide, for instance, would fall down. So I think I should be okay in this area. The pugs. So you might want to have you might want to move the planned pug ranch to a location under airflow tires on electrolyzer. Yeah, you're right. I should put a couple of tiles in here. So then, like polluted oxygen is breathable gas, right? It's considered to be breathable, so they should be okay in here. I'll keep an eye out on their stat. Kevin, I'll keep an eye out over here. They're 100% chance of plugs, so we'll see if that changes over time. So now I can get access to these guys too. So we're just gonna catch up on here. I treat smog plugs like pests. That's probably a very valid point. Oh, I don't want to dig into here because I don't want it to be. I'm trying to be cautious with not having them eat all my metals. So I want power. Do some more cobalt. How's my food situation? Swamp shards. Yeah, I guess the bog buckets are don't quite have enough yet to have it fully sustained. But I have enough seeds now to make more. What I meant earlier was that when you get mechatronics engineer, do we then invest in the particular dupe's skill points to build that up? So the dupe builds it faster. So I believe, and I haven't tested this, but I believe it only builds it faster. Duplicants only build faster if you invest in construction. Mechatronics engineer, to the best of my knowledge, only unlocks conveyor rail construction, and having a high construction stat or skill points is what increases how fast they actually build. So I can test that. Actually, that'd be a fun thing to test and make a video on. My camera like shifted a little bit here. Move that back over. So it's I believe that's how it works. Maybe someone in the chat knows more, but that is the best of my understanding as far as that goes. Move all these guys in. I don't want anyone eating my metals. These guys are probably going to be cramps off to make this a little bit bigger. It's 8 per electrolyzer, says 3DS. Yeah, there you go. So 8 per electrolyzer. How are you running pipes underground? So you can run pipes inside any tile. Underground, if you run pipes under actual physical ground, you'll just break the grounds. Is that what you mean? Just regular, yes, just regular tiles. Yep. You need airflow tiles above. They will produce hydrogen. Oh, that's right. That's right, Kevin. So I'm not going to destroy this because it's very critical. I will build one here. The hydrogen can flow up to the top. Actually, maybe it's worth keeping some of that hydrogen here so I can... I don't know. Maybe I need... It's easier if I keep it contained here, I think. Right? I can always just vacuum... I can always send it into a own little... I guess I'm already making it here. Kind of unfortunate. It'll just have to go up into this area. No big deal. I'm already making it. Yeah, I want to get these guys. So let's see how our power's doing. Plus 40. It's a little bit better than nothing. When these guys grow up, they'll be better. I should make this bigger, though. Yeah, we'll make this a lot bigger. Keep going with the farm tiles. So 3DS says, yeah, Mechatronics engineering allows for construction, but construction needed for speed. But the hydrogen in that room will increase. Oh, right, Kevin, you're right. Yes, I get what you're saying. Sorry, I take a minute sometimes to catch on to these things. Gotcha. Gotcha. Always learning. Always learning. But, okay, so I really need to get the True Tiles mod. It's a great mod. I love it. I love the True Tiles. I highly recommend everyone to get it. It was recommended to me when I first started streaming. Oh, someone's rubbing their eyes. I guess it's the hydrogen from here. At least they're not cramped anymore. If they are cramped, I'll just remove one. But, yeah. Increase this as well. And then we'll have some batteries here. And then I think that's all the plugs for now. Yeah, the hydrogen. Oh, there's a lot of hydrogen. A lot of hydrogen everywhere. Okay, Digger Bird, finally. Go dig this water geyser out. Hopefully it's active. Let's dig the water geyser and start getting some heat. I kind of want to keep this intact. Well, it's going to melt anyway, so what's the point? But maybe I'll do this. Kind of sucks that I wanted to. I always like to have these grow naturally because then by the time I'm ready to go to space missions, these produce like hundreds and hundreds of sleet wheat, so I can just make a bunch of berry sludge. But I might have to just because making them domesticated is just a pain. I do have a video on that actually. I got it to work. It's still working in my tutorial. In my tutorial asteroid, but my sandbox asteroid rather. True Tiles mod is what you see here, Capybara. It changes the look of the tiles depending on what material they're built out of. So sedimentary rock, see how it's like a very stony thing, but then you'll have sandstone. It's a little bit different. Igneous rock is my favorite. Let me build you an igneous rock one to show you. And then mafic rock is pretty cool. I'll build you a mafic rock one, and I'll show you an obsidian. So I really like it. I think it's a great way to spice up your game, in my opinion. Let's keep going on research as well. Definitely go for what's it called? Whatever that is, shipping. Whatever that is the way I. Nice. We have all these guys here now. I should have built one more. I'm not gonna bother now. I'll build it here. So we'll deconstruct this. We'll put an airflow tile here. Make this into an airflow tile. Make this into an airflow tile. So I think these guys can go a little bit longer. This room. Let's see. Yeah, 96 can go way out here. We'll give it a couple more airflow tiles out on this side. And then that'll help with the hydrogen. There we go. We'll do something like that. Nice. Free power. So let's get some smart batteries up and running. Actually, jumbo batteries are okay for now. They just waste a little bit of power. I'm new to plugs, by the way, so this is like trying these out for the first time, seeing how I've never used plugs before. I thought they were quite annoying because they produce so much hydrogen, but it might be worth, like Kevin was saying, integrating it into a electrolyzer. So this is This is what igneous tile looks like. This is one of my favorites. Mafic rock looks pretty cool. Obsidian looks amazing. That's what True Tiles does. I use the materials colors mod, but they have the same style. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Like my favorite is the airflow tiles. They change color depending on, like, the cobalt is blue. Same thing with metal tiles. Cobalt is blue metals. I love using cobalt metal tile. It's a lot of fun. Lot of fun. Let's get rid of all this. That way we can have the hydrogen keep going up and rising. We have another duplicant who can be upgraded. Hassan. We'll give Hassan well, I guess another hard digger would be okay. Let's give him hard digging. Some of my plugs are showing 200 to 400 watts. Others are showing 40. Why? That's a good question. I thought they were producing 400 as well. I'm not sure. Maybe it's something to do with their happiness. No, happy they're. Maybe it's because they're wild. Not sure. We'll keep an eye on that to see why. But yeah, I got to keep an eye on what Kevin was saying, making sure there's not too much hydrogen here that will allow them to become a variant that is undesirable. Your oxygen seems a little dirty. Thank you for joining the stream, Vitali. Vitali Sherbakov, I believe I read your name correctly. Yeah, it is very dirty. Luckily, there's no germs. The reason why it's dirty is because we're on a Squelchy Asteroid and we have no algae. And we have no sand either. We have regolith, but we have no sand available. Or we have a little bit of sand, but that little bit of sand is used for our water sieve, because that's very important for our toilets. So we have to get access to regolith at some point so we can start putting some deodorizers down. But right now, that's okay. Right now, we're doing good. We're going to give Ellie suit sustainability training because it's super OP. So again, if you haven't seen my video on athletics, highly recommend watching it. Super OP. Get your duplicants, suit sustainability, and all that stuff. Okay, so yeah, we're definitely going to want a way to capture this hydrogen and not have it. Actually, what I could do, I can probably put another one in here. I'll just do this. I'll just do a regular tile, trail tile, and I'll put another airlock here, another airlock here. So we have more ways that it can like go up or whatever, and then we'll increase that. Hi, Mr. Ethan. Thank you for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. Yeah, we'll deal with the oxygen at some point. Let's see what they say now. They say 400 now. So these guys are. Some of them say 200, 40, 400. Well, you know what? I'll take it. I don't know why it says that. Oh, they're satisfied. Okay, let's take a look. So the guys that are producing 400 are satisfied. The ones that are producing 40 are also satisfied. Wild, looking for food, satisfied. The one that's producing 200 is satisfied, looking for food. Is there any variation in the age? This is 32, 43. This one is 83, 70. So I don't know. I don't understand what the correlation is. Well, age. So let's see. 40 is 32 age. 200 is 43. And these two that are 400 are 80. So I guess maybe the older they get. Oh, Ghost just Ghost got a glossy Draco egg. Let's go, Ghost. That's awesome. Congrats. You're on your way to having a sustainable form of plastic for your asteroid. Congratulations, Ghost. That is so cool. I had 8 Dracos too. I'm so damn lucky. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad that you got that. So yeah, maybe Capybara, maybe it's due to their age. Maybe the older they get, like the better they are or something. But I'm going to set my manual generator to 1 and let's see if the pugs can like sustain my base for the time being. think that would be interesting if they can. Let's keep going with the miner as well, or the rock crusher rather. Know that pug splug population can grow out of control fast. I set a limit of 8 and evolution chamber relatively quickly. Really? So even if they're wild, they grow fast. I'm gonna try my best to domesticate them early on, but I just want to keep expanding the base. But if yeah, I'll have to keep an eye on that. I've never used pugs before, like I said, so it's I'm new to the whole pug world here. Oh, let's take a look at our water geyser. It is online. We can't quite evaluate it yet, I don't think. We need field research. Do we have field research? Anyone have field research? Yeah, we should be able to evaluate it. Maybe they can't get to it. I don't know. Put that there. So yeah, we can. This is good. We can start. Let's go down a little bit so we can accumulate some of this water and we don't lose it. Hey, Axie Mulan, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. It's been a minute. Nice to see you. Just jumping in to let you know the Splug's output is based on their ore intake, metabolism, and calories. Thank you so much for that. I had no idea. I thought it was based on their age from what we just saw. Now, I haven't been feeding these guys. I guess it's just whatever they ate on the... Oh, they're eating my uranium ore. That's what they're eating. Do I have any more uranium? Oh, okay, I have more. No, sorry, that's not uranium ore. You know what? I'll have to go to space missions. They can eat that for now. Yeah, you're right. You're right. They did eat that. I might as well just leave it there at this rate. They eat a lot of ore, so be careful. That's exactly why I put them in a room right away, because I did not want them to be eating all of my cobalt. But Kevin says that's a good thing because they're very easy to they're very useful for various different things. So I'm gonna try to tame them at some point. Try to get as much out of them as possible. So, yeah, let's go for... I'm not gonna go for that now. I'd rather go for, what do I need? What's more important? A metal refinery, probably. Because, I mean, it takes a lot of power. I don't really have a source of power yet. I could go to space pretty early because space is very, very close. I don't think... we'll go for electrolyzer. Yeah, we'll get these guys then. The oil scrubber... No, we'll go for electrolyzer. That's an easy one to get. How's our temperature, by the way? Not bad. Okay, we got everything closed off now, so there's that. I have to keep building the tiles here, though. Keep going with that. This is nice. It's producing... Oh, it's a little bit hot for Trivaldo. And he's coughing, so not sure why he elected to go and research it when it's erupting, but I guess you do you, Trivaldo. You do you, buddy. We can get Pacus online as well at some point. So Pacus, as soon as I have a way to feed them, maybe when I get enough bog bucket seeds. Their power output goes really high. Yeah, I saw one of these guys have 400, which is really, really, really nice. Cool. Let's get that done right away. Sorry, oh, I'm way behind on chat. Sorry about that. Note to self. Whoops. Oh, I thought someone was stuck. Note to self. No longer taking destructive. Just I had a breach in my water tank and flooded my base. Now I'm pumping water. Damn it. You know what, Ghost? That to me sounds like a reload condition. Not gonna lie. I mean, it's congrats for continuing on. I mean, you're a trooper. But that to me is a reload condition. I think they get up to 1600 watts. Really? That's insane. That's almost on par with a petroleum boiler. So if I have a sustainable way to feed them ore, do they take refined ore? Let's see. Aluminum. They take aluminum, iron. Yep, they take refined metals as well. So that's insane. If I have any volcano that's close to me, I can get them online super quick. Let's see. I have something here. I have something here. What's this? This is pretty close. This is a saltwater geyser. Okay, I don't really care about that. So yeah, as soon as I get my first volcano, that's gonna be sick. That is awesome. Something to look forward to. For now, we'll keep going on getting some more refined metals, and we might as well start producing lime at 100% rate as well. What are your PC specs? Don't I have them in the description? I don't. I thought I did. Okay, so I have a 6800 XT. My CPU is a Ryzen, I think a Ryzen 7 5600 X 3DX or something. I don't know. Sorry if that sounds like I'm trying to remember 3DX or something like that. Yeah, but 6800 XT. And I'm using an Elgato capture card for streaming, so I'm not. It's all the CPU. All that tasking is offloaded off my CPU and my GPU. Holy smokes! Thank you for the subscription, that guy, for 2 months. Really appreciate it. On Twitch, thank you so much for the Prime sub. That is awesome. Thank you so much for your support. Really appreciated that guy. Thank you for coming by again, that guy. Really appreciate having you around and all the support, and not and everyone else too. I appreciate all you guys. Yeah, we're 2.5 hours in. Holy smokes, that's awesome. Yeah, I just want to say again, I'm always super thankful for people showing up and hanging out with me, and thank you all so much for being here and supporting the stream, and just being here is supporting. But I really appreciate the Prime sub as well. If you guys want to leave a like on the stream as well, if you guys are just hanging out or lurking or whatever, that would help me out a lot as well. That helps me out in the algorithm with YouTube. So if anyone could do that, if they have a moment, I'd be super grateful as well. But yeah, thank you so much, that guy, for the Prime sub. Really appreciate it. I think they made the change for Refine to make them sustainable last year or something. Yeah, I didn't know they produce so much power. That's amazing. If you have a metal volcano, you can... yeah, I think we'll go for that. That would be so much fun. We'll do a power plant with the pugs. Did you read my aquarium evolution chamber thing? Is that from this? If it was from another stream, I probably read it, but I don't know if I retained any useful information because... It's how my brain works. I always forget. When did you post that, Kevin? Was it on this stream or was it earlier? Gotta keep the dupes from getting bored. Yeah, I know. I gotta work on that. I took on all these duplicants. I may as well keep them busy. Let's go this way. Let's go this area. This area is a little bit warm, right? Whoops. Okay, we're getting into cold biomes again. So let's see what's over here. Yeah, the way my brain works is with retaining information is just absolutely horrible. Okay, so here's our first bit of germs that we want to avoid digging into. And be careful I don't dig into that. That's my old PC setup. I just upgraded Micro Center, had some really good deals I couldn't pass up, and I sold my roommate my old parts. No, I do not use shortcuts besides the camera. I should use more shortcuts. I have a mouse that has like 12 buttons on it that I should use, but no, I don't currently use shortcuts. Probably something I should do. I'm just such a point and clicker. Like I'm a RuneScape OG, so I'm more of a point and clicker. I've always been. Trying to get another O2 generator right now as well. I need to start my vacuum. They're distracting me. Slugs don't drown, so if you make an evolution chamber, I find it makes sense to use an aquarium in glass because they provide positive decor. Okay, so I would have to get some glass. I mean, it's not that hard to get glass. But yeah, I think that is making sense. And you get some decor, and I didn't know that they don't drown either. So let me write that in my notes for Pug. Pug aquarium setup with glass. That sounds like a fun thing. I'm really excited to work with these plugs more. Like I had no idea they produce so much power. No idea. Yo, Jim, what's up? Hey, Jim. How's everyone tonight? I'm doing well, Jim. Really great night tonight playing this asteroid. I'm loving it so far. This is great. Having a ton of fun. What else? Yeah, it's just everything's going well. This is a great asteroid. I'm really having a great time with it. We're about 2.5 hours in now, almost 2.5 hours in. How are you tonight, Jim? Slimeline could really hurt if you haven't closed off the base yet. Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna dig into here. No chance. Slimeline will be detrimental for sure. I don't want to have to. I mean, not. I can produce cultivated or whatever it's called. Yeah. Well, look at all the power I'm making. Holy smokes! I can produce some tablets, but I definitely don't want to be running off tablets. So I'm gonna try my best to not have that issue. Oxygen production is low, it says. And we still have a lot, so we'll keep going. We got some water production now. Got a little bit of polluted water, but that's okay. My throat's getting dry here. How's the... No germs in the water, which is good. Not like the last one. Stringer, I'm so late. I was playing Magic. How's the new asteroid? It's going great, Stringer. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it's going super well. We stopped our cold creep for now. It's still a little chilly, but we have some power. We have some heat generation going now, so that's pretty good. We got some water coming from our water geyser and some extra additional heating as well. But yeah, we're doing a lot of things. We have a lot of duplicants, and I keep forgetting to keep them busy because there's just so much. They're getting done very early on that it's. I probably should not have Bert digging here, actually. He's gonna get stuck. So let's get Bert. He's already stuck. Oh, goodness. I should have been paying more attention to this. Can he get up this way? He probably can get up this way. Let's take this out. Let's take this out. There we go. All right. So now I wanted to dig this way so he doesn't get stuck. Kind of like that. Let's see here. What do we got in the chat? I'm falling behind again. I use all the slugs for my power for like 200 cycles. That's kind of my goal right now, Jim, is right now I'm still on the manual generator, but I'm going to start feeding them cobalt ore, I think. That's what Kevin was saying. So that's probably going to be my next step. I just want to see. I don't even know how much cobalt ore I have, so I just want to be careful that I'm not... Cobalt. Oh, I have so much ore. Okay, let's put that on cobalt. Let's put that on thing here, and then yeah, we'll start feeding them and taming these guys. And that'll start producing hydrogen for us as well. That'll be kind of fun. I just got back from my friend's holiday party. Right on, Jim. I'm glad that you had a great time at your friend's holiday party. I'm assuming you did. Sorry, I shouldn't. I guess I shouldn't assume. But I assume that you had a great time. So thank you for joining me after the party. You don't need O2 production on this planet. The polluted water is more than enough to cover like 12.5 dupes. Yeah, I put this in here just in case because I have, but it is overpressurizing a lot. So it has this. I put this in at cycle 20-ish, I want to say, and it really hasn't done a whole lot because I have so much oxygen. There's shale behind them to build ladders. I've already had super sustainable from my previous playthrough. This was easier. The electrolyzer is mostly for additional power. There's a lot of cobalt on this planet. Okay, cool. So yeah, I think that's the game plan then for sure. Let's move these batteries out of here. Put them somewhere like maybe here where I could use some more heating. Actually, what we'll do is we'll make smart batteries instead because they don't have the same drain. This has 2 kilojoules of leakage per cycle. The smart battery has only 400 joules. So yeah, we'll make smart batteries instead. I guess this is the best place for them. I mean, heat production would be nice too. Heat is 500. This, whatever. We'll use smart batteries. Yeah, so we'll build that, and then 22 degrees. That's okay. That's kind of where I'm comfortable. So yeah, we'll start taming them. What's the drain on the rocket batteries? Uh, here's all the drainage. I don't know, like what is there a rocket battery? What's the rocket battery? This one? This one is 1,000 joules. The jumbo is 2,000 kilojoules. And then the smart battery is just 400 joules. Yeah, 400. Yeah, that's awesome. Nice. Oh, yeah. I probably need to go get, what's it called? Yeah, this thing. Because I don't have the grooming station unlocked yet. So do I need this Curter sensor? I probably should go directly for Curter sensor because Kevin says that these things produce like crazy. So that'll be really helpful for us. And maybe what I should do also is have like an area where the hydrogen goes into a little box, which I can easily vacuum out. You know what I mean? Like maybe we'll put the hydrogen in here. Oh, but then they sit in the hydrogen longer. Okay, this is gonna. Never mind. This is gonna take some figuring out on my end. I'll have to play around with them. But for now, at least we have. I don't care about the automation. The ones under rocketry. Oh, okay. I don't have that available yet. I ended up with a full rocket stack just to store battery power from slugs. Let's see. Rocket. Can I access from here to see? Rocket battery. No. I don't know. But 30S says it's pretty low. I try not to use it just for my base. Feels cheap. I mean, I use infinite storage and other things. Yeah, I use infinite storage as well. Kevin says, I used to pump the hydrogen out with gas element sensor, but it resulted in smug plugs. That's going to be a tongue twister. So the airflow is my successful solution. Well, I'll take your word for it, Kevin, because I've never used them. So I think that's probably the meta for that as well. Maybe what we'll do is we'll have the airflow tiles, but also have another room over top, like something like this, and then a chamber to capture it, or something like that. I'll play around with it. I'll see what the best solution would be. I also want to get my Pacus online, so at some point we'll do that. But I need to be able to feed them first. What else? Make sure there's no germs here. Okay, we're not digging into algae just yet. We have some gold amalgam there, which is kind of nice, just in case we need it. Let's dig some of this out. Just get some more area for these, for this water to fall into, and we're gonna melt all this too eventually, I'm sure, as this heats up. That's really helpful. Let's keep going with just keep digging this out, setting some dig commands up in various different places. Here would be a good one. Just dig all this out. Rocket batteries are sometimes used later in the game since they require a landing platform and steel. I've never used them for regular storage. To be honest with you, like, I went to space on my last episode and I beat the game. I got like the temporal tear, but I don't even remember using rocket batteries. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's like, it looks like the jumbo battery on the rocket. All right. Do I want to take puffs? What can puffs give me here? I think they would eat too much of my polluted oxygen. They produce slime. Well, I don't think that's a good idea. Are puffs a good idea? What do you think, Jim? They produce slime. I don't think that's a good idea. So maybe I can take this off now. Put it on 0%. That's what I was thinking too. I don't think they were good. I don't want slime everywhere. So I'm just going to take the bliss. I don't want Sunyard just yet because I don't think I can. I don't want to sustain Sunyard at this, and there's too much water still. Depends if you want mushrooms later. I don't know about this asteroid. I used them before. My current playthrough is 115 Sunyard cycles, and I'm using I didn't even consider using the. I probably would never use the rocket battery just because I like my. I kind of have OCD with how my base looks, and I don't want like a later colony with a gigantic rocket in the middle with a battery. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not something that I would enjoy. I don't think. Maybe we'll put the batteries here. Just relocate them. So I actually, you know what? No, forget it. Well, because I'm gonna redesign this anyways at some point. So what we'll do is we'll just take the. Where's the critter thing? The grooming station. We'll just put the grooming station here for now. I know it's a little bit inefficient, but whatever. We're gonna redesign the whole thing anyway, and then we'll take the drop off. What am I looking for? The food. Feeder here. There we go. All right, so we're going to have some serious power here with the plugs now. Oh, okay, I gotcha. I didn't even know that they had a drain similar to Smart Battery, to be honest. I just assumed that they were more like the Jumbo, since it kind of looks like a Jumbo battery on the rocket. So yeah, I think let's keep going on. Cobalt ore here. I think it's almost time to maybe deconstruct this. Actually, let's do this. I'm gonna keep the wheel around just in case, but I'll disable it via a toggle switch just in case I need it. I can easily turn it back online, and we'll try to have these pugs just run the base for the time being. Okay, so we got Researcher into Travaldo. I guess we'll give him sustainability training as well. I only really started using them because they store more in the same amount of space. It's twice as big as the Jumbo, but 2.5 times the storage. Did not know that. I mean, I knew that they were big storage, but I never calculated how much it would be. Let's just put these guys here. Actually, just make a whole thing, whatever. That probably works just fine. Put that in there and then take that out. What's this? Oh, it's salt or whatever. They can auto disconnect to fire. Turn this off. Let's see if the pugs can keep it online. Cobalt. All right, so I keep saying cobalt with an L at the beginning. No, we want to use ore. And make sure that these guys are not going to lay the smug plug or whatever. The smug plug. Whoa, what's that? What's that? Someone trapped? Probably carbon dioxide. Lots of oxygen still. Holy smokes. Doing great with that. Okay, so what's the next thing that I want to go for? I'm gonna say solar panels, maybe. Rockets would be interesting pretty early, but I want Atmos suits. Let's get Atmos suits prepped. I think that's the next best thing to do. Just get Atmos suits ready to go, and then we can have those. We can have those completely set up so when it's time. Actually, we're gonna need oxygen, so we're gonna need a way to filter oxygen as well. We got Atmos suits. That'll be an interesting challenge on this asteroid. Okay. Kind of want to do something about all this. I don't know if that's worth it at this point. Can I dig more into here? This is pretty much at the end of the temperate biome. So let's go ahead and dig this guy out. Dig this out, and just keep going on this for now. How's my food? Let's see. So we're still kind of on swamp shards. We have a little bit of, I mean, a very, very little, small amount of bog jelly. I hope my duplicants are not eating the plain bog jelly. They should be eating swampy delights only. Let's see here. Bog jelly. There we go. Don't eat the bog jelly, please. Eat the swampy delights. What else can we make? I'm not gonna make frost buns. I really want to make berry sludge at some point. So actually, we can make berry sludge now. I just have to make sure my duplicants don't eat it. What's it called? I need the press, the musher thing. Let's get that prepped, I guess. Get that. Actually, let's make a cool looking one. Hey Ethan, new walkthrough. Yeah. Hey Torres, welcome to the chat. Thank you so much for being here. Couple solar panels, rush solar panels could be neat in a tandem with the splugs. How are you doing, Torax? Thank you for joining. I think he's preserving his sand for filtration. Yeah, I'm preserving my sand right now for this. I need sand for this for sure. Actually, I have a lot of sand. Where did I get all this sand from? I just ended up with a whole bunch all of a sudden. I must have dug. Oh, I was digging in here. That's what I was doing. I didn't realize how much sand there was in here because when I was looking at my sand overlay, I didn't scroll all the way down here. So now I have enough to start deodorizers. Thank you for bringing that up. I didn't. I had no idea I was digging into all that sand down there. So we'll start putting a couple deodorizers around. We'll put them in a more calculated location in a bit once we have our base laid out a little bit better. I kind of want to move this water as well because I'm not going to be able to deal with these guys for a long time. So kind of want to start pushing them over, closing it off so they can't pee in the water. I need a source of water too. So we have Pool Slush Geyser here. It's kind of too cold to use right now as our main source of water, but it would certainly be good to have it just erupting and making water for us. Let's go ahead and get down there. Maybe we'll go through this way. We'll go through in a way which doesn't just bring a whole bunch of cooling into our base. I think that would be the ideal solution. So we'll go like this. Let all this water fall, I guess. Dig all this out. Dig all this out. And just have one single channel going down, I think, is probably the play here. And then analyze this. So we'll do something like that. There's also sand in the sweetie biomes. Yeah, we can do a Sweetles too in this one. For barbecue, that'd be neat. You could mix the cool slush with the water from the water geyser. Yep, absolutely. So we have 21 degree water, so it's heating up already a little bit. It's a moderate temperature. I want to start a water storage as well somewhere. So maybe we'll build a water storage. We have power now, and we have the ability to make tiles for water storage. That might be something to start filtering out immediately. And putting in different locations. So maybe we'll do that here. We also have igneous rock. So this might be a good thing. I want to have the dream journal set up this playthrough too. Oh, that's not the synthesizers here. I want to have dream journals and duplicants producing them. I think that'll be a lot of fun. So just something else that I planned. I didn't do that in the super duper dreamland, so we'll do that in the super duper wetland. And that'll be a great time. I want to get this properly aimed at some point. Okay, Amari. We're going to give Amari... I don't really have anything for Amari right now. Let's go get suits sustainability training for that one. You could do Sweetles, but I warn you that Sulfur Geyser is the one decent geyser on this planet that doesn't have, so you will run out. But I learned that after the Sweetle. I got you. So Starvation Ranch. Which is unfortunate, but maybe we can make sour gas. We have we have magma and oil, surely, right? Maybe we can make a sour gas boiler and have infinite Sweetles that way. I didn't do sour gas on on Super Duper Dreamland, so maybe we'll do sour gas on this one. Always something that we can try. Yeah, you have like 4 volcanoes and 3 oil reservoirs. Perfect. So sour gas boiler in the future, probably. We'll do that. We will do that. Okay, let's dig out this. I gotta keep my duplicants busy. Let's see how oxygen's looking. Temperatures not too bad, 13 degrees. Our bog jelly is warm, so that's the main thing. We're gonna have to deal with this at some point as well. Right now we're good, but you know we'll deal with that at some point. Maybe what we'll also do is start to close off the base in this direction. I like to have square-looking bases, so we'll bring it all the way out. Well, I also want to know like where we are relative to space because I know you have a lot of geysers and vents on here, so I want to have a cool rocket infrastructure as well. We might be able to do that just here, right above us, but I don't want to go too far just in case I can put my rockets off to the side. Anyways, we'll deal with that at some point as well. But for now, I can bring these Pacus in here. So maybe I can let these just fall in. How can I let these fall in? I could just maybe make just drop them in directly like that. Let's go. Let's do that. Let's take another thing out. We'll move this water out of the way. And how are we gonna do that? Would be nice to just relocate it. Oh, Bonbon, nice. Okay. Do asteroids, does this asteroid get meteors? Yes, it does. I heard them already come in. And Jim confirmed. Copper, ice, and slime. Space is literally right above your fog of war. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I knew it was close to the regolith. I just didn't know how far away. There's no abyssalite regoliths next to space. Neat. Not far. Right, so we'll keep, yeah, our duplicants are busy doing something, so that's good. Lots of carbon dioxide down here, I think. A little bit hard to breathe down there for them right now. I don't want to go into the slime, so we're got to be very careful not to go into the slime. But we'll keep going into here. Wait, we don't have any bleach stone here, right? Where would I find bleach stone? I think bleach stone is not in this area. I don't feel like dealing with chlorine for the foreseeable future. It's a little bit of sulfur there. That's not bad. No, bleach stone is in a different area, I think. Can't remember exactly where it is. Wow, we're almost 3 hours in. I'm having so much fun. I really don't want to stop just yet. I think you can see the surface. The one, where was I? The one dip in the regolith has vacuum. Oh, somewhere over here. Yeah, there it is. There's a little bit of vacuum there. Yeah, we'll keep going on expanding the base, I guess, for now. Oh, what's this? I already viewed it, but what is it? I forgot. Cool slush geyser. Another one. Holy smokes. Okay. I guess what I want to do next, I think would be the most optimal solution, is maybe get a storage for this, because this is going to start overflowing eventually. Actually, how much time do we have? 14 till dormancy? Okay, we'll wait till it's dormant, so it's not really a priority right now. We'll let it keep heating up our base, then we'll build a storage for it after. We'll kind of wall it off and do some stuff with it, because I kind of want to preserve the heat. The heat can be really useful. Instead of just wasting it in the cold biome, I can move it around the base if I have to. I don't think I need to do that because I have power generation now, which is going to keep making heat. But actually, the plugs are entirely running my base right now. So this is really cool, really cool. I just need a volcano to eventually tame. Okay, that reminds me, metal refinery is another direction I could go. Now we have so many directions I can go right now. But we're doing with ammo suits. Actually, ammo suits I can't even get for a long time. Because, oh, nice. More free power. Yeah, I'd steal that guy's steal the geyser off to save the cold for. Yes, I definitely will do that. I'm gonna let it keep going for the 14 cycles, just because. I mean, it'll give me some more water from what it melts, and I can always use other areas for the metal refiner. But I'm gonna start building that right away. If you're interested, after you've played a while, I'm happy to share my save file with you. I'm just past 1,000. Yeah, absolutely, Jim. I will look at. Again, just like I did in the prehistoric DLC, I kind of don't want like tips on how to beat this asteroid. I'd rather try it for myself. But then after a while, please feel free to share it. I would love to see how our play styles differed on the same asteroid. That'd be really cool. I love doing that, comparing how two people play the same asteroid. But yeah, it's the this asteroid is a ton of fun so far. Well, if I look at yours, I'll immediately think, oh, there's a solution for one of my problems right here, which you've already dealt with, and then it's not that it ruins the fun, but it's like it kind of you know what I mean. It just kind of makes it less. It makes it more predictable. Yeah, don't want to influence you. That's the word I was looking for. That's the word I was looking for. My last couple playthroughs have been the prehistoric planet starter world. Yeah, I just did a playthrough on that, and it was fun, but I don't like being under a time constraint, so it wasn't as fun as not, you know, playing a different asteroid. Oh yeah, I was gonna get this online. It's almost keep digging this out here. Just kind of flood everything, I guess. It's not that big of a deal. Actually, there's nothing to flood. These things are going to be safe. But I want to get as much water out of this as possible. So, what am I doing? There we go. Do that. So yeah, we're almost 3 hours in, everyone. I think it's nearly time for me to go. I'm going to keep going because I'm having a ton of fun, but usually I end at around 3 hours. I start to get sleepy, but we'll keep going for a bit. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I have a lot of viewers on YouTube tonight. So thank you so much for all the people that are here, and whether you're lurking or chatting. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so you can get notified when I'm live next and see my new videos. I would really appreciate it. And also, if I haven't checked the likes yet, because I don't usually keep that in the background, but if you could also like the stream, that would help me out a lot as well. So when the VOD goes live, YouTube knows that people have liked it, and it's a fun place to watch a video. That would be very much appreciated. And yeah, once again, just thank you to everyone for being here and hanging out with me. This is my last stream until probably after. Ooh, holy smokes! A $5 super sticker. Thank you so much for the $5 super sticker. That is awesome. Thank you so much, 3DS, for that. For some reason, it didn't get notified on the screen there, but it's in my chat and it's on my phone. So really appreciate that. I think you can turn it off. I think it's because the Streamlabs or whatever doesn't have super stickers enabled. Probably my fault, but so I do want to shout that out though, because I'm very grateful for your generosity. I'm glad you're having a great time and enjoying the stream. So yeah, just was gonna say, yeah, I'm not back until probably after Boxing Day, or maybe even. Let me check the calendar. Probably will be back sometime around New Year's, like the next week or so. You know, it's just the holidays, a lot of things coming up, so this will be my last stream for a minute. I love to support Ani players as a 3DS. This game is so much fun. I really appreciate that. I think so too. This game is just amazing. Like, I don't know. I'm so thankful that the developers made this game. Jim says clap. Thank you so much, Jim, and everyone for your support, for being here, hanging out with me. And yeah, if I'm sure a lot of you guys are subscribers already, but just in case you're not, feel free to hit that subscribe button and hang out with me in the future and see my videos. I just uploaded a video last night on petroleum boilers. So if you've never built one, I kind of go through and explain the intricacies of petroleum boilers and the problems that I had when I started them. So I thought it was a lot. It was like a good informative video. I hope you guys did too. And yeah, I particularly avoided in that video like going through exactly step by step on how to build one, because the layout itself is pretty. I think it's pretty easy to copy. It's more of the startup that's difficult. It's the startup that had me kind of redoing stuff, and the startup is what had me kind of learning about them the most. So I go through a lot of the startup process, and I go through 2 different kinds. So I thought it was pretty good. I hope that you guys enjoyed as well. This game scratches a lot of my brains itches. Yeah, same with me. I 100% agree. 100% agree. This is definitely something that I want to tame right away, because it's just such a nuisance to deal with the cold. So I'm gonna definitely do that as soon as these guys get it analyzed. Yeah, my brain's starting to shut off. It's getting a little too late, but I'm gonna keep going. I'm having a lot of fun. Just 5 more minutes. He has turned it into 2 hours. Yeah, exactly. It's just like Civilization. One more turn. Just one more turn. Careful digging around it. Careful digging around it. Is there something I should be careful about? There's a thingy just under it. Is there? Oh, it's right here. Copper volcano. Holy smokes. Didn't even see that. Thanks for the heads up. Well, there we go. We have our sustainable source of bug food. So yeah, I'll take the briar seeds, I guess. It's all hidden in that abyssal. Yeah, it was actually hidden. I kind of don't want to destroy this, so I'm not going to dig into this way anyway. I'd rather dig it in this direction. But I don't want to have this like cooling my entire base either, right? So I mean, I guess it's kind of unavoidable in some situations. Late as early, yeah. Ninja volcano. Got another couple hours for sure. Yeah, I'll have to wrap it up soon, but I have so many things that I want to do that I don't know where to start. That's one thing I love about. I'm a night owl. I'm always up late. I'm naturally a night owl, but I work really early on regular days. So, unfortunately, being up late doesn't always coincide with what's best for me. Not all the time, anyways. I kind of want this to be sort of. I really like using the cooling here. You know what? We'll make it a small chamber for now, and I'm probably going to expand it in the future, so I can have maybe I can run my spawn or hydra through it or something. I work early-ish, but I work from home, so no commute time. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. What time is it? It's 4:30. Not too late. It's early. That's true, Jim. For me, it's 1 a.m. now. Just turned into 1 a.m. What mod do you use? Hey, Duper, thank you so much for joining. And Mr. Loki, thank you so much for coming by tonight. He says, hello, Papi. Hola, Papi. Duper, I'm using the True Tiles mod. It looks like Jim already mentioned that. Thank you guys so much for mentioning it. And Ghost, I just posted a screenshot in the Discord what I'm working on. What do you think? Let me go check. Make sure I can take my game off, IOS off the game. Give my duplicants something to do. And I will go check. Oh, I'm logged in on my work Discord, so I gotta switch. Let's see here. What do we got? What do we got? You know what? This might be something fun that we can we can I open this in a separate tab or something? Let's see. We'll save this on my desktop. Oh, okay. As long as they're not gonna. Let's see. That's ghosts. Now I'm gonna see if I can open it ghost on my thing, and we can take a look at it. See what's going on. What? Just give me 1 second, Ghost. I'll take a look. I just want to make sure my duplicants are doing something. All right. What do I want them to do? Oh, we have a lot of hydrogen now. That's pretty good. I guess you know what? I guess what we should do is have them build. Just close off the base like that, and then at least we're making some progress in that regard. Okay, let me just close the game real quick, and we'll bring up Ghost to screen. I'm almost done the night anyways, so I don't think it's too big of a deal to do this in a minute. But they will find a way to get stuck. That's a risk I take sometimes. I think so I've done this before. Just in case you're new, I tried to do this like new series thing where people send me their builds and playthroughs and whatnot, and we look at it on stream. So if you are new and you haven't been here, if you can find my email in my about page on YouTube, or you can link your save, or you can upload your saves to my Discord. And sometimes what I like to do is feature the saves on live stream. So if you want like tips or tricks, or please don't get stuck. If you want tips or tricks, or if you just want to show off like a cool base that you built, send me your save, and we'll do that about once a month or so. Just show off what you guys are working on. I think that's kind of fun. Oh no! Good thing they don't take fall damage. I need to get the zoom mod. Yeah, the zoom mod for sure. It's a huge one. Gotta get the zoom mod. So yeah, if lots of hydrogen being trapped here, we'd probably take Kevin's advice and put some more airflow tiles all over the place. So yeah, I think we're gonna call it a stream here, everyone. I think I'm getting a little bit sleepy. My voice, my speech pattern is starting to go, starting to stutter a lot, and hard to think and speak. So I think we're gonna call it a stream, but I'm gonna take a look at Ghost's screenshot, and we can all do that together, and I think it'll be fun. Oh, the salt water got in here. Kind of annoying. So let me just go ahead and save. I can't believe I made it 3 hours and I'm still like ready to go for more. Let me just close the game and then try to get the screenshot. Screenshot up here. Give me one moment. I'm just navigating my here. Where did I save this thing? The show. Thought I was on desktop. There it is. Perfect. All right. So here's Ghost thing. Screenshot. Let me just catch up with the chat. If anyone wants to chat, I'll hop in voice chat. I'm gonna go after the stream Ghost, so I'm not gonna be able to hang out. But Kevin says, by the way, for those interested in the darkness mod, darkness not included, relit is one that works with the current patch. So I'll have to look that up. I don't know what that is, but I did write that on my notes. I need to get that zoom mod. Don't turn your back on your dupes. And sometimes I get jumpy when I hear the trap. Yeah, exactly. I do too. At one point I was thinking about making it my alerts on stream. I think that'd be too cruel. It's too cruel to people who like to play along. I don't want to like to play the game when listening to me. I don't want to do that to them. Okay, so yeah, guys, I'm going to end the stream here. So there's no more Ani content. I really appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. But we're gonna hang out and chat just because not gonna just cut you guys off like that. And I want to take a look at Ghost's asteroid that he submitted in my Discord. So by the way, if you do want to submit your asteroids, whether it's to get advice or whether it's to show something off that you did that you're proud of or that you think is cool, just go to my Discord. There's a link in the description. You can use that code as well down there to join a server and you get to my Discord, or you can email me. So either one, either way. So Ghost has decided to submit this in the Discord, and he wants some feedback. Anything in particular, Ghost? I can kind of tell you what you got going on and what I think would be good. So Ghost has his Draco farm up here, and he has started to. Looks like he's got one glossy Draco egg. No hydrogen yet in the doesn't look like you have hydrogen in your chamber there, Ghost. That's something that maybe you can you can get, so when you shear your Dracos, they can replenish their scale. What was that notification? Oh, that's probably from my Discord. Let's see what else you got going on. You got some mealwood as your main source of food. So you probably want to switch that out to bristle blossoms, because eventually you're going to be running into a dirt problem. Right now you have a lot of dirt, but unless you have a pip farm with arbor trees, you're going to be running out of food really, really quick. So it's something that you might want to look into. And mealwood has also... hey, Nico, what's going on? Nice to see you, Nico. We just started a new playthrough. We're 3 hours into it. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate that, Nico. Yeah, so I don't know if you were lurking the whole time, but yeah, you might want something that you might want to check out later if you have some free time. The Cali Man. Hey, how you doing? GG's, says the Cali Man. Yeah, so just be aware of your... Oh, that's my plan. Okay, I didn't mean to do that, but that's one of my plans for a house. So don't build the same house that I... Don't build my house, please. Nah, I just woke up. Says Nico. That's my work. That's from my work. How are you controlling the gas pumps? Says Jim. Let's see here. Yeah, that is a cool looking spawn. So let's take a look. Interesting. Cool setup. I mean that's cool that you got that working on your own. You're taking the hydrogen out of here, and the oxygen coming from here. So you're almost building a Hydra. You're almost building a Hydra here, Ghost. All you have to do, okay, go to my... oh, you did not make this on your own. Okay, well, all you have to do is cover this electrolyzer with 2 different types of liquid. If you go to my video on how to build a Hydra, this will be way better. Mr. Loki says, I have many worlds. I'm just so stressed not having dupes. Would you consider sandbox enable cheating? Absolutely not. Like, you have fun the way you want. It's just like 30 says, whatever you think is fun for you, you play that way. I mean, I think that sandbox mode kind of gives me an easy way out, and I'd rather solve challenges without it. But that doesn't mean that that's how everyone has to play. I think you play the way you want, for sure. Oh, and that's what I was going to do. I was going to do blueprints today too. I forgot all about that. Mr. Loki says, why is a mealwood on hydroponic farm? Well, you know what? It's not that much of a waste when you think about it, because all you have to do is start planting bristle blossoms, and you're good, right? So, and you have lots of water. Certainly, you have lots of water there. So start planting bristle blossoms in place of your mealwood, and it looks like you already have water piped into it. So you're doing great. You got a little catch pit here for something, just so your duplicants don't pee in it. That's awesome. Let's see what was that about the carpenter? Someone said something about, let me just pull out my carpenter tools and truckload of lumber. Yeah, so Ghost, go look at my video on how to build the Hydra, and you're super close to building a Hydra. You're a couple blocks off and a couple bottles of liquid off, and you'll love the Hydra. Like, the Hydra could be considered cheating as well by some people, but again, it's just like however you like to play. So what the Hydra is doing goes, so these electrolyzers, for sure they don't work 100% of the time. I can, just by looking at them, I can almost guarantee that, which is fine. Like, this is how the game was intended to be played, I suppose, by the developers. But if what a Hydra does is you put two different types of liquid on top of the electrolyzer so that the gas is not overpressurizing it, but the amount of liquid that you put over the electrolyzer is very specific, so it's not flooding the electrolyzer either. Does that make sense? So you're putting enough so it displaces the gas spawning on top of the electrolyzer, so it doesn't get overpressurized. So it works 100% of the time, and it can support all of your duplicants. So that's how a Hydra differs from a spawn. All right, so let me show you. Again, I'm just gonna close this, just because. Let me show you what a Hydra looks like, and I'll show you why it's so much better. Super Duper Dreamland. Here it is. This is the playthrough that I spent, I think, like 300 or so hours in on stream. 200 to 300. It's a lot of fun. But I built a really good Hydra in this one, and I didn't even have half of it working for the entire playthrough, and I had like almost 20 duplicants. So the difference between it, yeah, I mean, I would argue that even 7 duplicants is generous for a regular electrolyzer, depending on how well the spawn is configured. 3DS says, I built my first Hydra in my current world after watching your videos. That's awesome. Thank you so much for your feedback, 3DS. Yeah, so this is the Hydra here. And so you can see that this so there's a couple things that are kind of intricate here about the Hydra that you have to pay attention to, but once you figure it out, I'm going to give you the TLDR of how to build it. And then you can watch the video and really hone in on it. So what a Hydra is doing is you can use any liquid basically, but obviously you don't want to use polluted water or stuff like that because it off-gases. So crude oil, I have 15 kilograms and 15 kilograms. So I put like 30 kilograms of crude oil in here, and then I just displaced among 2 tiles. Then I put petroleum on top, and I have I guess 5 grams and 4.5 grams. So very small amounts. I forgot what the most that you can put in, but if I had to guess, I think the most that I would go to is 100 kilograms, and then it spreads evenly 50 on both. I think that's kind of like the average that I like to use. But basically what's happening here is you're putting just enough water over the electrolyzer, or like liquid rather, so that it doesn't overpressurize when it's producing oxygen and hydrogen, but it's also not flooding it. But Jim says it's 100 kilograms per tile. So if you put 100 kilograms of liquid just on top of it, it'll spread out evenly 50 on each. There's 2 tiles, right? There's 4 tiles in total that you're trying to fill. And so there's 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. So you can, yeah, it has to be below 100. I think that's right. And then so the other intricate part of this is that you have 2 different areas where, so now that the gases are being displaced, that's being produced by the electrolyzer, it has to go somewhere, right? So the first area it's going to go to is it's going to go to the right. That's going to be the hydrogen side, and the oxygen will go to the left. But what's really important about this is that before you start these up, this room and this room have to be entirely vacuumed out. Once these are vacuumed out, you have to prime both of these rooms with the desired gases that you want in there. So I like to have oxygen on the bottom just because it's the heavier gas, and it makes sense in my head to have it on the bottom. And then you have to prime hydrogen on the top. So you just priming is super easy, but you basically just go up to the top of your base, collect some of this in a gas canister or in a bottle, and then have a canister emptier in here. Just put it in this room and just let the hydrogen out. I have a liquid lock my duplicants to come in and out. And then this is the best part about the Hydra, okay? I really, really want to drive this home, why I love the Hydra. The Hydra is an infinite storage for your gases. So, you know, if you're trying to store any type of gas, normally you have to, let's see, where's an example? Normally you have to flood the vent. Where did I have an infinite gas storage here? Oh, right here. Normally you have to flood your vents just enough. Well, actually, you have to put water over your vents so it doesn't flood. So they will run 100% of the time. Then you can store all this natural gas. I have 4,500 kilograms of natural gas in here. But a Hydra does that naturally because the source of your gas is already flooded, which is the electrolyzer, right? So all this, in here I have 1,700 kilograms of hydrogen, and in here I have, holy smokes, I have 17,000 kilograms of oxygen. And here's the best part about the Hydra. You ready for this? You can cool the oxygen in here locally. So you don't have to send this oxygen through any cooling method whatsoever. Like normally you have to send it through a big pit of water to cool it. Otherwise it's going to be too hot for your base. This, uh-oh, my game just crashed, I think. Oh, this is coming out at 5 degrees. Okay. So this is coming out at 5 degrees, and my entire base, I have no active cooling in this base whatsoever. I have a little bit here, but this is for my Drecos, my bomb lilies. So I have a little bit of active cooling. Oh, this is actually active heating rather. My bomb lilies. I have no active cooling anywhere else in my base except the oxygen that I'm spreading all around. So my entire playthrough, 1,800 cycles, was cooled by a SPOM or oxygen, or sorry, a Hydra that has the oxygen locally cooled inside. So this is what makes the Hydra so powerful. It's so insanely useful. Now you can copy this exactly. You can feel free to take a screenshot or check back at the VOD. But this is just make sure if you follow my YouTube tutorial, please follow. If you follow it, I left out a critical part. There's like some sort of pipe or something that I did not connect. So just be sure that when you close off these chambers, that you connect everything. So you want to have water in here. You want to have power in here. And I like to also have automation in here so I can turn them off at will. It's really easy to build. It's not that hard at all. The hardest part is, or the most tedious part is just putting in the liquids. There's a couple different ways you can do that. So you can route liquid pipes over top of your chambers and just destroy them. And they'll each have 10 kilograms of liquid in it each. So when you destroy it, 10 kilograms will fall in. Or you can just bring them via, let's say, a bottle filler. You can set a bottle filler to like 100 kilograms or like, let's say 50 kilograms, and then deliver that bottle directly into here, and just have your duplicants empty it by clicking the empty command. So that is the basics of the Hydra. And I missed a lot of messages there. So let's see. Radius just posted in the Discord his first Hydra. Oh, that's a really nice one. Really easy, like super simple. Yeah, this is a really good one to show off. Let me see if I can get this on screen here. I can't drag and drop for some reason, but let's see if I can like open Paint or something. Just gonna see what I can do here. Okay, so this is the Hydra that 3DS is showing off in the Discord. This is a super simple Hydra. You don't have to make it as elaborate as I did. But so the difference between my Hydra and this Hydra is that my Hydra will support 64 duplicants, which is way overkill. That's why I have half the Hydra disabled by automation. Don't forget, that's going to take a lot of water. This Hydra is super easy, super simple, and it will support 16 duplicants. So there you go. Super easy, really convenient way to do that. So each one of these is 8, right? So this is 6, and I just have half of it disabled. This is a very elaborate build where I'm cooling it locally as well. So that's why it's a little bit more complicated per se. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to cool your thing locally. Yeah, the trick is priming. So I missed a lot of messages there. So if I missed anyone's critical message, it's 8.8 per. Yeah, it's 8.8 per. So times 8. Yeah, so 64. So 64. I guess it's slightly more than 64. It's a bit more, but I just rounded to the lowest one. Super easy, but barely an inconvenience. Is a Ryan George? I don't know what Ryan George is, but yeah, that's basically what I'm. It's like it's tedious to build. Like there's some tedious elements to it, but it's worth it because like you're getting free storage of hydrogen, which you can use for power, and rocket fuel. Most importantly, right? You're making a ton of rocket fuel in here. You're making a ton of very, very cold oxygen for your base, so you don't have to worry about cooling ever. Like this, look at my base. Never have to worry about cooling. If you use this, if you cool your oxygen locally. And then, yeah, it's just... Yeah, Jim, Jim has a good point. I mean, the Rodriguez, it has so many limitations that it's like, have you guys ever heard the saying, buy it nice or buy it twice? You know, it's like you buy something and it's not quite as good as what you wanted, so you have to buy the better thing later on. So that's kind of like the Spawn versus the Hydra. You buy the Spawn because it's like an easy to get going, but it's not nice. It's not exactly what you wanted. Yeah, the Rodriguez is easier because it's you have made it so many times, says 3DS. Yeah, and that's a good point, right? You make something enough, it becomes second nature. But I mean, there's definitely tedious parts of building the Hydra, but the payoff is totally worth it. Like, I would say that the Hydra is easier to build in the sense that, like, it's putting it together is not as difficult, especially if you're building a very small one. Like, this is a little bit more elaborate, but if you're building a very small one, like 3DS was just showing, you know, that's very, very easy to build, and it supports 16 duplicants. But yeah, this is so you can build a small Hydra, and then that'll support like you into mid game for 16 duplicants, and then you can work on a big Hydra and take your time with it, right? You need an oil petroleum earlier. You don't need to use oil and petroleum. You can use anything that doesn't like this is only 38 degrees if you're cooling it. I don't know how much it's going to be like 90 degrees or something at its peak, I think. So you can even use water and salt water. You can use anything. You don't have to use these two. Like, let me show you. I don't know if this is going to work by doing this, but like, let's say, for instance, that we want to use water here. Sample this, put in water. Let's do some water here. We'll do 10 kilograms. Boom, boom. Can I just do that? Oh, that's sampling. Whoops. Water. Make this very small. So you could just do this, right? Boom, boom. And then do salt water. So you can use stuff that's literally available at any time. And then now it works. So you don't need petroleum and oil. I just use that because I think it looks cool. Like, I would actually prefer to use... You never have to go back with salt and yeah, exactly. I would actually prefer to use ethanol because I think it looks even cooler. Ethanol, I like the look of ethanol. So like you could do boom boom and then but the trick is you have to use 2 different types of liquid. Like if you use ethanol, it's not gonna work. It breaks the whole thing. Just be very careful that you have to use 2 different types of liquid. All right, and then actually, it actually breaks it so much that you start getting oxygen in where you don't want it. So just be careful of that. It has to be 2 different types of liquid. Yeah, so you have to be cooling for ethanol. Jim's right. Jim's got a good point. I just like the color of it. Like obviously, I wouldn't use ethanol before I had cooling, but yeah. So there you go. That's the Hydra 101. Check out my video if you want to learn more about that. And I think I'm gonna call it a stream here because I'm starting to fall asleep. But anyways, so again, I hope that was informative. I hope that you can experiment with that ghost. Yeah, but the next step that I would do with you is start getting into better food production for your duplicants, like bristle blossoms, especially. Bristle blossoms are also really good for the glossy Dracos. Because don't forget, if you have Dracos, glossy Dracos, and your duplicants eating mealwood, you're going to run out of dirt really fast, especially if you don't have a pip farm with arbor trees. See, I'm going to say, yeah, I'm just going to go back and read the chat a little bit because you guys have been so great tonight and hanging out with me. And then this will be the end of the stream. So again, guys, just really, really appreciate you guys being here, and happy holidays to those who celebrate. And hope you get some time with your friends and family or whatever you like to do. And I will see you guys probably not for. I'm going to let you know I'm not going to be here. I will not be here this weekend like I normally am. I'll probably be back on Monday or Tuesday, probably. So yeah, that's. But I'll keep you guys posted on the Discord and on the community notes and all that stuff. And so, again, if you guys are new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully I see you back here next time. If you haven't hit the like button yet, that would help me out a lot if you did, and really appreciate all the support, all the lurkers tonight. We had like a peak 70 viewers, I think. So it was really, really good night, and I'm happy that you guys were all here and enjoying yourselves. And what I normally do at the end of my streams is I normally scroll back through the chat and I just thank people individually for coming by, because I'm very grateful for everyone being here and hanging out. So yeah, that's it for the stream. Happy holidays to everyone. Merry Christmas if you celebrate, or happy holidays, or whichever you celebrate, regardless of what it is. I hope that you have a great next couple days. And yeah, I'm gonna go back to the chat now. Yeah, 25 likes. That's amazing. Thank you guys so much, and thank you for the super chat or the super sticker as well earlier, Dirtius. Really appreciate it. And yep, so Chewy's still here. Hey, awesome. Thank you so much, Chewy, for hanging out on Twitch. You're all alone there on Twitch. Thank you so much for being my only Twitch viewer. I know Elusive Ocelot was here earlier and a couple others, but Mr. Loki says, I will submit my world record to you, hopefully. And so yeah, please do. Please send me your asteroids on Discord or email. Just send me the .save file. I don't need you don't have to compress it or anything. Just if you send me the .save, it's a lot easier for me, because if I don't know you, then I have to scan it for viruses, and I have to set up a virtual PC to open it and all that stuff. So if you let me know who you are in the chat, and if you just send me the .save file, it just helps out a lot, right? It makes things a lot easier for everyone. So yeah, Mr. Loki, thank you for being here tonight. Appreciate it. Chewy, thank you so much for being here on Twitch. And Elusive Ocelot was here on Twitch earlier. Nico, thank you so much for stopping by. Ghost, it was really nice to see you today and help you out. And I hope that your asteroid goes great. And please feel free to post more in the Discord. I might not get back to you right away on Discord. I don't spend too much time on there, but I will always check my messages and get back to you within maybe a day or so. So if I don't have a YouTube video for what you're looking for, please feel free to suggest it. I love taking suggestions. 3DS, thank you so much once again for this super sticker and for being here tonight and hanging out with me. Jim, thank you for being here. Have a great night and happy holidays, says Jim. Kevin says good night. Thank you, Kevin, for stopping by. Sean, thank you for being here as always. Really appreciate your support. Super grateful that you're always here hanging out and enjoying the stream. I hope you have a happy holidays or Merry Christmas or whichever one you support as well, or whichever one you and your family participate in. And let's see here. See, I might miss someone. Oh, thanks for the subscription, Recon on YouTube. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope that you're not just joining the stream because we're ending the stream now. But if you are just joining, please feel free to watch the VOD. And if you've been here all this time, thank you so much. Let's see who else. Yeah, so I sometimes I miss people because the chat only goes back so far. So I got Kevin, I got Jim, I got Nico. Let's see who else. Let's see. Yeah, the Cali man. Thank you so much for being here tonight as well. Looper, thanks for hanging out with me. Yeah, the chat only goes back so far, and it was a very chatty night, very long night. Torax, thank you for being here tonight. Torax, Varric, I think I said that right. If I mispronounce anyone's name, just please let me know. Varric, thank you for being here tonight as well. And let's see, well, we're getting close to the end. Oh, that's it. That's as far as I can go back. Anyways, Louise was here earlier. I remember Louise. Who else was here? My memory is just blanking because I'm so tired. But if you were here earlier and you've already left and you're watching the VOD, thank you so much for stopping by. And yeah, appreciate it, everyone. Yeah, I won't be joining in VC Ghost because I'm just so tired. But yeah, I hope that someone joins you or you're able to hang out. And yeah, thank you guys again, and I will see you on the next stream.